Oh, we are live. It's a special day because normally we do the show on Tuesdays, and normally do it at 4:30 on Tuesdays. But this is a very special day because we have a very special guest, and we moved our calendars. Longo came in from what you were shooting porno movies or what were you doing?
From the boonies down in New Haven County. That's where I
that's
came
right.
from.
I'm glad you put your clothes back on.
Why couldn't we go with him?
I know. Actually, let's interview Longo.
You ever see Deliverance?
But I'm so excited about this show, and I know a lot of previous guests listen to the show, and I'm excited about all you guys. Thank you for coming on the show. But today's guest is something really special because, first of all, just brace yourselves, kids, because this is going to be a show of shows. One of my all-time favorite comedians is Sam Kinison. And I've talked about him on the show, one of the biggest pioneers. And if you have not seen Sam Kinison and you're not familiar with his work, you've probably seen him in some movies like Back to School. But go back, Google some of his stuff. One of the incredible pioneers of comedy. And there's a gentleman who hung out with Sam Kinison quite a bit and eventually became his bodyguard. And we're going to talk about that. But there's just so much to talk about with this guy. Would you please welcome from Jersey, now from Florida, and here in our studios at Factory Underground, Larry Diodato.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on the show, man.
I look forward to this.
We moved Earth to bring you on the show.
Yes, we did.
We rescheduled because you're going to the Yankees game tomorrow.
I took a 2.5-hour Uber ride to get here
Jeez,
from where I was.
That's amazing. So we called the Yankees to see if they would cancel the game. They said, who's he? No.
Well, I think Trump's throwing out the ball or something.
Oh, that's all right. We're going to watch that one. Talk about comedy. This is going to be great. There's just so much. So I reserved 4 days for you to just. We're just going to rip it, man.
Fun.
We're just going to rip it.
Got enough stuff.
Yeah. So first of all, you are this show right now. We're live on the radio, but we are recording this on Riverside, and we will release this show on video because Larry is a puny man, about 265. Would you say?
275, 280 on a good day.
On a good day.
But I'm 68, so we lost a lot of muscle.
Muscular as my God, incredible shape. Good for you, man.
That.
We all aspire.
Thank you so much.
Except for
you
Longo.
look good too, man. 63. You don't
right?
look bad yourself.
Hanging in there. We're hanging in there. So before we even get into Kinison, which I want to spend so much time on, you have an incredible past.
Yes, I do.
I want to talk about. Let's just dive into where you're from now, because you're from Jersey originally.
Well, New York. I am.
Oh, from New York.
Yeah,
okay, sorry.
New York.
My
okay.
bad.
No.
All right, originally from New York and all that, and then we're going to work up to when you became infamous, and then became even further infamous and all that.
Listen, Sam is the main part of the story. My life is it was very interesting. I grew up in New York City.
Okay.
I was a very good athlete. I was like, people say I was the greatest athlete that never went pro. All my coaches and everything like, because I had pitcher, I had elbow surgery, football, I had knee surgery. So just things didn't happen in my behalf.
So I'm from Chicago. So
There
the
you
worst athletes that go pro all play for the Cubs.
Isn't that a shame? So I should have applied.
You could have made the
should have
Cubs.
applied.
Actually, they wouldn't have taken
Well,
you
I was
because
a righty. I could have threw lefty.
he's legit. That's right. That's right. So go on.
So my dad actually tried out for the Yankees, made the team going up into the minor system, and was drafted in World War II. So I kind of lived vicariously, vicariously through him. He taught me.
Okay.
So I had a great upbringing with that, with sports. Good upbringing with school. My mom was a school teacher. I had 3 master's degrees. So I had a father was a landscaper, hardworking man. Mom was a school teacher, very educated. So I had a little bit of the best of both worlds. So I learned how to work and I learned how to go to school. So I went to a school we just talked about called New Rochelle Academy. I went to Roosevelt High School first in Yonkers, and then New Rochelle Academy as a college preparatory school.
Okay. All right.
Went to then Columbia University.
Oh, we're in New York City.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
What'd you
went
study?
To Columbia, engineering and business.
Wow. Okay.
And
your goal of becoming?
Well, this is what happened. I did an internship at a brokerage
because
house.
I'm going to guess you did not become an engineer or.
Well, I thought it was an engineer on a train. I got very confused. I got very confused.
You're looking at your transcripts like, where's the class Choo Choo 101? Where's Choo Choo?
Where's the whistle?
Yeah.
Where's the whistle? So, long and the short of it, we went from, I did an internship at a brokerage house.
Okay.
And realized how.
So this is in the.
This is the 80s where
80s.
people were making the amount of stupid money that they
Right.
were
This is
making.
like Wall Street, Michael Douglas time
Michael
period.
Douglas, Wall
Yeah.
Street, and
All right.
we talked about Jordan Belfort before.
Wolf of
maybe
Wall
get
Street,
to that.
yeah.
So
Okay.
long and the short of it is that, I learned how to cold call. At that time, you were allowed to cold call without
Right.
a license.
Right.
And I'm watching these guys around me, and I was better than them at 19, 20, and I'm saying, nah, I'm going to work. I'm going to get my license, and I'm going to go. Like today, people are like, don't go to college because you could make more maybe being a union worker or stuff like that.
Trade worker, for sure.
It was the same. You didn't need a degree to be a stockbroker. So I, like an idiot, was pretty stupid. I dropped out of Columbia and went right into the stock market.
So the stocks that you were pushing, were they like...
I started with the big boards.
Okay.
Right, and then I was killing it, and then got hired by a penny stock firm.
So the penny stocks, that
was my demise. That was
the demise of a lot of companies.
That was the demise of a lot of people.
Yes,
right, yes.
That's what all those movies like the Cooler, I think.
Oh yeah.
And the Wolf of Wall Street.
Well, in jail, Michael Lohan, Lindsay Lohan's father, was my roommate.
Really?
Yeah, get him on the phone right now.
Let's get him on the phone, Longo. My God. Actually, why don't you get Lindsay in here, too, while you're at it?
He actually owes me because he was on a show, and I went on one of his shows when he was doing a radio show in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it was, believe it or not, it worked out in jail, too. So, jail worked out pretty good.
We're going to get to your jail sentence in a little bit.
Long and here we go. I keep saying long and short, but I want to keep it so I know we get to Kinison. I did some, I was driving a Ferrari when I was 23. Figure that out.
So you were crushing it. You were one of those guys in the movie that was crushing it.
You put a picture, like, for all people out there, if you're young, put whatever you're envisioning in front of you. So I put a Ferrari in a Porsche 928. I ended up with the same car that Magnum PI drove.
Wow.
At 23, I'm driving around in the Bronx and Westchester, a Ferrari.
And you kept your tires.
I met women. I met a lot of women.
Oh, my God.
You're the guy with the Ferrari, right? They didn't even care.
A guy, so I'm from Chicago, a guy that I played softball with worked for Blinder Robinson.
Yeah, blind them and rob them.
Blind them and rob them. He was doing the penny stock thing, and I gave him like $100 once, which evaporated in like 10 minutes. All that, and then he left and became a school teacher. So he found his G's. He's like, all right, you know.
He did better than me.
I'm not so sure. He was driving like a Yugo.
Yeah, but I went to the college he didn't want to go to when I went away.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, so you got involved in the whole, and then so you're hawking penny stocks.
And everything collapsed. Everything. Make it short. It just the whole
the
industry.
Feds, just like the movies, man.
I was a regional sales. I had 500 stockbrokers under me. I trained them all.
So you're getting a piece of all that.
I got a piece of everything. Jeez. So the money I was making about $200,000 a month.
Oh my God.
And just living a life I was living a life that was a joke. Now. It was a joke.
Living in New York City.
Actually, I got transferred to California. I lived in the Beverly Wilshire for 6 months.
Oh, that wasn't fun.
Hold on. There was a budget rent-a-car that I could see on Santa Monica. I used to look out the window, call the guy. I goes, hey, are you staring at that Lamborghini? I said, how much is that a month? For tonight. They'd bring the Lambo up. I'd take it out, and I'd charge it on the firm. I was out of my mind. Back then, we were all out of our minds.
But that's what you did. That's what you did back then. So how many years did you do that?
I worked. I got subpoenaed.
Yeah, you jumping to the, okay, so all right,
we gotta go there. Yeah, let's go there.
All right, so
we're doing great. We're making a lot of money.
Okay, so what happens? We're also on the Feds get involved.
I get married. I have a wife. We have all these things.
Okay. Any kids or no?
No kids, thank God.
All right.
You don't want your kids sitting on your lap while you're in prison gear. You know what I'm saying? So we
Daddy, why is your asshole so loose?
Yeah, why you always wear tan? We had the Desert Storm clothes. We had Desert Storm wear.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. So I used to bounce Lindsay in the visiting room. I had Lindsay Lohan on my lap.
So that explains it.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
And
that's how she got so whacked out.
She was hanging out. She was doing the Bill Cosby commercials. No, it's not my fault.
Oh, there we go.
No, that's not my fault. That's his fault.
That's his fault. Yeah,
Who knows what he was putting in the pudding?
Yeah.
Who knew?
He's got the pudding in the pudding.
He's scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I did I got nailed with a subpoena and ended up being an insider trading thing.
Insider trading while you're doing the penny stocks?
Yes. What happened?
There was a lot of that going on, though, right?
Here's what.
Because that's how that whole business worked.
It was so simple. All I would do is we had the stock. I would give it, say, the four guys of us, the three of us here. I would all give you a piece, but I pay for your stock. So when the stock went up, I'd make a profit. I'd give you a profit. I'd pay you taxes, and I'd keep my profit because I wasn't allowed to buy the stock in a new issue.
Right.
So all I did was that, and then eventually it all caved in. And it was stupid. I was making all that money, and I needed more money. But that's the stupidity of sometimes being young.
And the reason why you were
much money.
You were able to move that stuff so much is because you're selling shares at like 4 cents.
Oh, it's a joke.
So I mean, some guys like, yeah, I'll buy 1,000. Sure.
Stock comes out at a nickel. An hour later, it's 30 cents. You're dumping it. You made 3 or 4 times.
And then it
your
goes
money.
down to zero.
Then it dropped, and people got hold of the bag, and
Right.
that's where everything fell apart.
Okay. All right. So was it similar to like the movies where like the
much.
feds started circling the building and
Very
came up
much.
the elevator and
Very much.
don't touch anything.
What I did was I was in L.A. when all these things were happening. We were building offices. My first office was Palm Springs. I built. Then they transferred me to downtown Los Angeles, and I built an office in Los Angeles in the bank building over there, Southern Pacific, I think.
Right.
And life was just a joy. You know,
Yeah.
they got me a 3-bedroom condo in Beverly Hills. So I started in Beverly Hills, ended up getting a home in Malibu.
Oh my God.
You know, so life was
In your
just
early 20s.
Yeah, just having a riot.
My gosh. All right. So tell me how the Fed. So what happened? So insider trading.
Insider trading comes. I get hit with a subpoena. I
Okay.
go into the meeting.
Did they literally circle your building?
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
I was one of the first because I was one of the big national, one of the internet. I was one of the national sales managers. There are 2 of us. So they went to me because I'm promoting more. I'm telling people what to buy. So they went
Right.
basically to me first and this other guy.
Okay.
So what happened is I had hired an attorney, and as the federal government works, they work their way up to the top. So they get the lowers, everybody rats on each other all
Right.
the way to the top.
They want the
and then
kingpins.
Exactly. Yeah. So the people at the bottom get a fine, house arrest, stuff like that. So my advice was to just let everyone start talking, because I grew up in a neighborhood where I'm not going to rat on anybody. It's not who I
Right.
am.
Right.
You know, and plus I have a neighborhood. You know, people look up to you in the neighborhood. You can't be a rat. So
Right.
this is old school.
Right.
Do
you regret that?
I waited. Nah, you know, I made a mistake, man.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I made a mistake. I fucked up. Can I
But,
say
but,
that?
but your mistake was what the business was.
It changed
the
my
business
life.
was a
My
mistake.
changed my life and made me a better person. So,
Okay.
and all these things in hindsight,
Right.
it was meant. God put it. That was my plan.
Okay.
It was all meant to be that way.
So you got busted,
Yep.
and then you didn't get a slap. You got sentenced.
What happened is the trial went on. Not the trial, but the investigation went on for 5 years.
Oh my God.
So I'm 31, and they shut my licenses down.
Okay.
So I'm suspended. I can't register, so I have nothing to do.
Can't trade. You're
I
done.
can't
You're
trade.
out.
I'm living on my savings. I'm paying lawyers, but it's another 4 to 5 years before I finally get sentenced.
Oh man.
So people are ratting each other
So
out.
you were convicted 5 years ago, whatever.
We're not
and then,
convicted yet,
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
just I'm being accused.
Accused. Okay.
So I waited for everybody to talk about the case, and then I'll go and take my beating, which I did. So
Okay.
I waited. So everyone did blah, blah, blah. And then when I was 35, I went in. And
you went to prison. Where'd
yep.
you go to prison?
I was a white-collar crime, so I went to Allenwood,
So it's like a
Pennsylvania.
minimum security?
Minimum security.
But
and-
still, you're in prison.
Listen, you cut somebody's wings off. I mean, come on. I was an eagle. You know, my life was awesome.
Right.
You know, you're coming in. I have this many cars, this many houses,
Right,
driving
right.
Ferraris. Ferraris was like old school. It was 23. And now when I'm 30, I'm driving, you know, whatever. So it was just,
Chevy
it was
Bell.
just, yeah, 3 Harleys in front of the house in Malibu. You know, I had my own limo. I mean, it was that, you know, it was just ostentatious, man.
Okay.
You were just crazy.
So you do your 2 years of time. Now you come out and you basically have to start from scratch because you're not going back to trading. And then what happens?
Now I'm going to go backwards on you. Here's
Oh,
what
go
happened.
back.
Yeah, let's.
Okay.
We'll do the biography, sort of.
Right.
So when I was 30, they took my licenses.
Right.
That's when I had nothing to do.
Okay.
So I'm waiting to get sent. I
Now,
know
did
I'm
you
going
still
to,
have your shekels in the bank?
and they're dwindling like
Because you're paying
Hold
lawyers
on.
and
cars are getting not paid on. When
Oh.
you were taught to spend your money so you make more money, then you work hard and make money. That's
Right.
how it is. If you were one of my brokers, I want you to spend $50,000 a month because you'd work twice as hard next month to make another $50,000.
I got it.
I had the same mentality. I was an idiot, you know. So I'm spending money like crazy, and
Right.
you know, by the time came, I was like running out of money, and that's when I, you know, had this opportunity to be a bodyguard.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So out of prison, now were you as big
Coming out of prison or before prison?
before and then
I
coming
was
always
always in shape. Always in great shape.
But I mean, you're a big dude now.
I was bigger. There's a couple of videos on MTV, me at Paulie Shaw's house, right? Stuff
Oh,
like
wow.
that. Yeah,
Okay.
They're really cool.
So you've always been a pretty much. So
Yeah,
you,
I was a man.
so in
Paulie Shaw
prison-
called me Steven Seagal on steroids. That's what he called me.
That's funny.
Because I had a ponytail.
That's too funny. So you come out of prison, you're probably so now you're in good shape. So you decide at that point, you want to be big. You're not going to go obviously and go back and trade. You
Can't. You lost your license.
You can't. So So your initial thought was, I'm a big dude. No, I'm gonna be a bodyguard.
No,
No.
It's actually you're about 5 years ahead of yourself.
Oh, okay.
I became a bodyguard when I surrendered my license at 31.
Got it.
So I was a bodyguard from 30 to 35.
Got it. Okay.
Then went to jail.
So
That 5-year span, I was a pretty big bodyguard.
So were you bodyguarding Kinison at that time?
For 3 years, I can't disclose, but I was bodyguarding 2 of the most famous female artists in the world.
Got it. I'm gonna make some educated.
And one was a world tour, so I saw a lot of good stuff.
Okay. Very cool. Any guesses on that? Like Bananarama? No, I'm kidding.
Liza Minnelli.
Yeah, Mae West. Okay. All right. So you're bodyguarding for some, and then you go to. All right. So then you have to kill that because now you got to go to the clink for 2 years.
Eventually. So my time for that 5 years. So I have a couple of jobs.
Right.
The jobs. Once you finish as a bodyguard and you're on the road, then it becomes you're a bodyguard in somebody's house and you're basically a servant.
Okay.
You know, you go out and get us something, go up, and that's not me. I'm too educated for that. I did it to see the world and meet people. I love, we're here right now meeting people. I'm very much into meeting people. That's how you learn about life. So, I'm teaching my nephew the same thing. So long and short, I'm at a club called Spice on La Brea.
All right, you're still in
LA.
California.
Yeah, I'm in California. I'm living there now. And my friend who runs the club said, Larry, listen, Sam Kinison is looking for help. He has a trial coming out. His girlfriend was raped.
Right. So this is what year is this?
This had to be 89.
Okay,
right
so Kinison is just peaking right now.
He is peaked.
Yeah, he's peaked.
Peaking. Just did back to school.
He back to school was like 87.
Rodney, he did the Rodney. You know, he's his concerts are 10,000 minimum.
Yeah.
You know,
he's doing Vegas.
He's competing now with Andrew Dice Clay. They're doing their bullshit together. Right. I was on Arsenio when they did that whole spiel. Right. So I get a call and they said, Larry, so I meet Kinison and
how was that meeting? Where'd you guys meet and what was that like?
Something it's hard to recall where we met, but I do remember meeting him. And he met me, and he saw, that I was an educated guy that could truly handle himself.
Right.
So
he seemed like a small guy.
Oh, he was peanut.
Yeah.
5'7" and about 5'7".
Now, was he wearing
5'7" by 5'7"?
Was he wearing his customary trench coat and everything?
Trench coat, kerchief on the head.
Oh my God,
very self-aware that he was a heavy-set
What
man.
was he like? Now, I had the privilege of seeing him in concert once in Chicago, which was incredible. What was he like when he was just? We know what he was like on stage with the
Well, he was trying.
Like?
Yeah, I get it.
Was
he was
like,
trying to impress me because I was this big guy.
Okay.
And pretty, good-looking kid. Dating. I didn't need him to meet women. I was having a ball.
Right. Now, did he know about your background or didn't care?
I didn't tell. No. Yeah. Well, I told him why I wasn't working in the stock market, and he had no problem with that.
Okay.
And he found out about who I worked with prior, so he definitely wanted me. Right. So, he knew I had definitely protective skills.
You protected some pretty famous people.
Yes.
Not Bananarama.
And never had a problem. See, what they want out of bodyguards is you don't want to be a guy that knocks somebody out in front of somebody.
That's not good.
You have to restrain. You got to be a great speaker.
Right.
So you got to diffuse everything because
you need to be very diplomatic.
They're gonna get sued. If you're Sam, you're getting sued, and I'm gonna get fired.
Right.
Because everybody is ran
need a
by
scapegoat.
Yes. Well, the agency. Once Sam met me, I had to go meet with his agency because they wanted to meet me, and I passed all the tests. So Sam liked me immediately. He told me what was going on, what happened to Malika. They went to a party. What happened? No, it wasn't a party.
So Malika is his...
Sam's, that was his wife. That's who he married right before he died.
So the story goes, I believe, Sam and his wife are at home, right? I believe, and there's a bodyguard...
Well, this is what happened. So
okay,
I'll give you the whole scenario.
Yeah, why am I telling this story? Yeah. No, let me tell you about your life.
I know I was about to say you were there. So... So what happened is that they went out. This is the story for me.
In California.
Right. They were out. They went to the Rainbow Room.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Right. So they were partying all night, ended up in the Rainbow Room, and they were fucked up. Coking, drinking. That was Sam at that time.
Malika. Okay.
And Malika, right? So there was this huge black guy at the door. He was the doorman. Sam's fucked up. He's making friends with the guy. He says, listen, keep an eye on us for the rest of the night and come to the house and, bodyguard, basically. Okay. I want you to be my security tonight. Good call, and the guy fucking rapes your girlfriend.
Oh God!
Great call.
Did she
not
pass
a good,
out?
Not a good guy when it comes to picking people.
Did she pass out?
No, they passed out. Everyone in the house was out cold.
Oh
And Malika was in her bedroom, and the guy came into the bedroom and raped her.
Oh my God. So did he get convicted? Or?
No, this is what happened. So she pulls out, there's guns all over the house. She pulls out a 44 Magnum and starts trying to shoot him and blows holes. So when I get the job, I have to stay at the house now full time. There's holes in the wall, like you put your head through.
Oh my God.
I mean, and she didn't hit him.
All right, so
She missed him because the gun's so powerful. You know, 44 Magnum with a girl, that's a wrong gun to pick. You might want to pick the 38. You don't want to pick the 44.
Yeah.
So, but long as that's what happened. Wow. And so she got raped. Oh, man. And now she has to go to trial.
Okay.
So they wanted me to be the security for him, his girlfriend, and Sabrina, which is the sister of Malika and Sabrina.
So this trial, is this when you started working with Kinison?
This is when I started.
This is when you started. This is like your first job.
This is what happens.
We need you to come to trial.
So about a week before the trial, I get hired to hang out with the girls to make them comfortable with me.
Now, who are the girls? Like
Malika and Sabrina, because you know she's traumatized. I mean, she got raped.
And
now she's going to go face to face with the guy who raped her, who weighs about 350 pounds.
Oh man!
So you know, I looked at her like a sister, like if this was my sister. So we became very close, me and Sabrina and Malika. Okay. So it was 2 nights before the trial started, and we were at Spice, the same club where I was introduced to Sam. And Malika tried to overdose.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, she took a ton of antidepressants, and she was in the bathroom out cold. And thank God I was there, so I threw her over my shoulder. I ran her outside because you don't want to. There's a hospital not too far away from the club, so I threw her on my shoulder, put her in the car, kept her awake, jumped in the car, started driving, flew down La Brea, got pulled over by a cop.
Oh man!
Right, so I jump out of the car. The cop went for his holster. I said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! I have somebody over here that's just." She's overdosing. She's conscious, but she's going. She goes, who is that? I listen, you got to be discreet. She's going on trial in 2 days. Somebody raped her. She just got very depressed. She drank too much.
Now, does Sam know this is going on?
He's in the car.
Oh, he's in the car with you?
He's in the car. So he watched me handle the whole thing.
Did he know who Kinison was at that time?
Yeah. He saw Sam, and I told him, and I said, listen, this girl's going through hell. I said, so you doing? He said, go, get back in the car, follow me.
Kinison, was he freaking out at this time?
Yes. He threw on the lights, and we got behind the car and flew right to the hospital and got her home the same night.
Wow.
Yeah, they got her home, pumped her, and got her home the same night. So
wow.
Sam knew then, and then she knew too, and a sister. Like,
this is a guy you're
going to trust. You're going to trust this. I'm not into your girlfriend. I'm not into, I'm into, doing my job.
Doing your job.
So then we go to trial. The first day it was on CNN. It was on everything. It was, my mom called me that night. She goes, Lawrence, my mom called me Lawrence. She goes, Lawrence, there's this guy.
I'm watching Wolf Blitzer.
Yeah, there's this guy that looks just like you on CNN walking into a courtroom with all these freaky looking people.
That can't be you.
Yeah. What happened to your other job?
Wait, I thought you were training.
What happened to your other job?
Oh my God.
Mom, I didn't tell you that yet.
We need to talk more.
We got to talk more.
Yeah.
That's good when your mom's in New York, you're in California, and there's no cell phones. It's worked out fine.
Oh my God.
So that's what happened. So I did the trial, and all I did was sit there and stare at that guy. God. I just stared at him. I mean, if they would have went to commercial, I would have knocked the living shit out of him.
It was probably consensual.
Ah, what a piece. And guess what? He got off.
He got off?
Yeah. Oh. It was one person against the other person.
Just one word against the other word?
Yeah. And they found sperm samples on a couch and shit like that. But how do you still, it's an accusation. It wasn't in her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just a horrible experience.
That must have been devastating for her.
Oh, it was hard.
I mean, the least thing she could get is like some justice. She didn't even get justice.
It showed up so many times. We were on Howard Stern one time. It showed up. They started arguing.
Stern was a huge Kinison fan.
Oh, I loved Howard. Loved being on Howard.
Yeah.
Howard was Robin, Jackie the Joke Man was on the show at that time.
Jackie's a good friend of mine.
Right? Awesome. Yeah. Jackie, to me, was...
He lives in Long Island.
I think, and you know the way it works because he's just writing all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just sliding stuff over.
He's just sliding jokes.
He's power sliding, and Sam would, he would look like, I'll run with it. They were just like bullet points. Yeah. And Howard would take it, so And then Gary was a real cool dude.
Gary.
But what happened was on the show, I looked like a movie star at that time with the ponytail, and I was in super shape. And Robin had a quote. She used to go to Sam, "Are you bringing Larry?"
Robin liked you.
I liked Robin though. Robin was cool as shit.
Yeah,
smart. My God.
Yeah.
And Howard was just amazing. But the first time we were on the Howard Stern show he was on WPIX. He had a TV show on Channel 9.
Right.
and the first show was with Richard. This was sick. Richard Simmons is the guest.
Stern loves Simmons.
Oh, so we're
Loved
in the
him on the
green
show.
room. Me
Used
and
to
Hal,
just rip him, but
me
loved
and
it.
Sam are in the green room with the crew, and he has Richard Simmons and 3 fat people trying to lose weight. Right? It's so fucked up.
Oh my God.
So they're going and as Howard's being serious, shit from the ceiling like strings would fall in front of every fat person, like a table talk pie, Twinkies, fucking yodels.
Tempting them to eat it. Oh my God.
And it would drop in front of and then
awesome.
the guy would look at it like this and he'd pull it right back up.
That's great.
And Richard Simmons
That's great.
was getting so pissed.
How bad? You
He's
can't
yelling-
do that.
I wish
Stop it.
somebody
You can't do that.
Somebody nostalgia-wise should get that show because it was
my God.
classic Howard Stern and just raw.
phenomenal.
And then he got so pissed he left the show.
He walked off the
Simmons
show.
got up and left. He took all the people with him. And I think those people were trying to chase those strings up the ceiling. I felt so.
so funny.
They're eating like lettuce and a fucking tomato, and he's dropping pies from the ceiling.
So
It
funny.
was-
My wife and I, this is going back a couple years ago, my wife and I went over to Jackie's house. He
Yes.
lives with his girlfriend in Baymont. And he took me to his, he's got it's not a really garage, but it's a building that he has all his memorabilia and all that. He has binders, all those papers, he said, he kept all of those. It's all like choreographed
So
and
you know, I saw what I saw.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
It
It's
was
got
to me.
everything.
I had never seen him. I mean, Howard's got a great delivery, but Jackie had a great delivery.
Yeah, he's doing stand-up now.
He's
joke telling, but
I
my God,
thought
he
was. When you
so
go on
talented.
the first time, and then we went on a couple of times after that, and he was. I was just. We got to be. We got to meet him. It was awesome. But you're a bodyguard.
You're a bodyguard.
You're not Sam. You're a
Right.
bodyguard. But then it got to the point one time. We go on the show 6 a.m. Oh, it was the great night. So we're at the China Club all night because Sam would go to China Club. But here, let me take a step back. So when I was hired for Sam, when I had the agency hire me,
Right.
eventually I had it because that's who paid me.
Right.
I got bonuses for keeping Sam was always late for a show and always fucked up.
Right.
So I had these massive bonuses, and now we get a bonus per show to keep him straight
Right.
and keep him on time. And that was my
Get him
thing.
to the Greek.
Get him to the Greek. Maybe
Russell
that
Brand.
movie came from them. Man.
Russell Brand. Get him to the Greek.
I should have patented that.
So you're basically
I was a babysitter.
you're a babysitter.
Long and short of it.
Yeah.
I was a very big babysitter.
Yeah.
So of a leveraged short little man.
Yeah.
So that was how I got to make extra money. So when we got into certain situations with Sam, he was always being stalked by drug dealers, and that's what I really had to.
Because he was buying this stuff?
He was buying his stuff, and
He
they
was-
knew. And
he
so
was
when
passing out cash.
now he has the new bodyguard,
Right.
who is just a money-hungry piece of animal. You know what I'm saying? Because every time
Who's doing his job.
I'm getting extra
Yeah.
10, 15, 20,000
Yeah.
a month to keep. But the company loves me.
Right. Because
No
you're keeping them
controversy.
safe
Right.
and on time.
So one time
And they're making their cut because he's doing his show.
I'll give you a good one. So we're out one night. We go to the Rainbow Room, right?
Right.
I walk in and a dealer. I'm getting the girls all because I always had friends and their friends were gorgeous. I could have been a
Right.
porno star. I mean, I'm hanging out with like 6 of the hottest women in the world, and I got a girlfriend. I bring my girlfriend with them, so they'd all hang out. So, and her name was Andrea. She lived in Chelsea. She lived in Boston. She ended up dying of a heroin overdose.
Oh, no.
What a shame. Gorgeous. Long and the short of it, go to the club. I see him talking to a guy, got long hair, knew right away, drug dealer, right? Talking, blah, blah, blah. Then he goes, sits down. Sits with us at the table, and he called them his soldiers. He would drink vodka and orange juice, and he goes, I need my soldiers, gotta have my soldiers. And he would get about 10 fucking drinks. And he would play like a game. You know what he would do at 10? Because we get there at 1:30, the place closes at 2, so we'd get all 10 drinks, so we'd have to stay and let him. He ordered before the bar closed.
Oh, my God.
So he'd order 10. So now I'm like, you can't drink that. You're supposed to, so now I got to throw his fucking drinks away because he forgot that I'm with him.
So
Right, so he orders 10 drinks, and I gotta take them all away.
So
right?
when you're taking those drinks away, is he angry at you? Is he? Does he? I mean,
I would let him have 1 or 2, but he would never get drunk. I would
So
never
was-
let him get drunk.
So was he? Because some people might get really upset, like you
no.
can't stop it. you
No,
can't."
no.
But he
the
was
lectures,
like, was he thankful?
Oh,
or?
no, the lectures in the beginning. Who the fuck are you to do? I've been around for 40
Right.
years. I never.
Oh,
What are you? My mother,
Yeah.
just yelling at me, and I go one in this area, right the other.
So, but he finally got the like he probably felt like this guy's taking care of me now.
Oh, but I do. So I go, this is the same story. So he get a couple of drinks. He's sitting there. I went to the bathroom to meet the drug dealer.
Right.
So the drug dealer went to the bathroom. Sam was going to meet him, so I went in. So I walked in. The guy was in the back of the stall. I walked in. I said, "Hey, Sam sent me. What do we got?" So he goes, "Oh, Sam wanted an 8-ball." I said, "Come on, let's go in the stall." I shut the stall, knocked him out. Hit him with an uppercut, done.
Oh, my God.
Hold on, drops on the floor in between the stall and the toilet, like just sitting there. I take all his Coke.
You flushed it. Oh, I love it.
Dump it in the toilet.
Oh, my God.
Take all his money, about $3 or $4 grand. I was telling Willie, 3 or 4
just
grand.
pocketed it? Oh,
in my
yeah,
pocket,
that's awesome.
Go sit down. And I said, man, okay. And then Sam gets up. I didn't say a fucking, no words.
Right.
Walks into the bathroom. He comes out. His eyes are like this. Guy's out cold.
Yeah.
He's sitting there laying dead. Almost dead. I don't know if he's dead or not. I'll be honest with you. So Sam walks out. His eyes are cold. And he sits down. I said, "You ever fuck with me again? That'll be your fat ass," I said, laying there. "You know I get paid to keep you clean, and you're ordering blow?" He goes, "What'd you do?" I said, "What I do is I'm taking you out to dinner tonight."
Nice.
I said, "I cleaned your boy out." He says, "Where's the..." And Sam's like, "What'd you do with the Coke?" It's in the toilet, and I flushed it.
So, I mean, there's a combination of probably thankful, but also like, damn.
He knew I was real. You had to scare him into respecting you, which I did. I scared him into respecting me.
And he respected that. Also, probably he probably.
I was a big brother to him. You know what I'm saying?
He wanted to be taken care of.
We became best friends.
That's so cool.
All these things led up to our friendship. It became a friendship until we couldn't be friends anymore because they couldn't pay me. He was running out of money. He was being sued by movie theaters. Studios. But that was a whole nother. He did a movie called Anook, and he was supposed to be in Alaska with. Whatever.
I was going to say it sounds very Inuit.
He showed up at the. He didn't do the movie, and they had the whole theater. Everything was set up already. They spent $10 million and everything, and he didn't do the movie.
He didn't show up.
Yeah, and they sued the shit out of him.
Oh man.
They sued the shit out of him. It pretty much almost bankrupted him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a shame. But I didn't know all that. That was before I came on board. But yeah, but those were the kind of experience. There's so many experiences. I mean, with Sam, he was just so much fun.
So you're touring with him, right? So I mean, is he touring at the time you're with him, or
Most
is he
of the
just
tours,
pretty much doing like in and outs in Vegas or mostly California?
You're absolutely right, in and outs. So, but the in and outs would be like we do, say, go to Jersey, do 2 nights at Rascals,
and then come back.
Or
so he's not like doing like these like comics, like these guys like gaffing it out. They're doing like friggin' national tour.
We never was on a bus.
Okay.
No bus tour, a lot of planes.
A lot of planes.
A lot of big shows. Sturgis, we did. He was the headliner at Sturgis one year.
In front of all the motorcycles?
That was sick. That was fun.
They must have loved him. Because those guys are really PC.
Terrifying. Hold on. I was never so scared in my fucking life.
Yeah, if you were scared, those are big dudes.
Go on the stage. They have a setup, like a high school stand on the stage just for all the dignitaries of all the gangs. So
like the freaking bleachers?
Mongols, Hell's Angels, this one. So all the guys who are the heads sit on these bleachers.
And they will kill you in a heartbeat.
They're just hanging. I don't have a gun.
They're carrying guns.
They're carrying everything's like just like AKs, fucking Mac 10s. So I'm like, and so I do a survey of the stage. Then I go into the trailer. Sam's in a trailer. And he goes, "What's wrong?" I said,
"Everything."
What the fuck are we doing here? I said, "What do you need me for?" I said,
"You've got bodyguards.
You got the National Guard up there in leather."
Yeah. You're like, "I need a bodyguard."
I was. If something went wrong, I wouldn't even do anything. I'd get shot. I wouldn't even.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was just terrible, but it was such
That's
a fun
a guy.
time.
One of those guys you're not giving an uppercut in the skull to.
No, we're not. We're not even.
That ain't happening.
We say yes sir, no sir. Actually,
yes, whatever you say, sir.
Yeah, your man, your toughness went right out the window. No.
So he did the show though.
He killed it.
He must have crushed it.
He killed it.
Oh yeah.
And we had fun. We had some good when I was with him. Paulie Shore was our opening act.
Who's funny?
And Carl LeBeau.
Oh,
Carl
yeah.
LeBeau's his best friend.
Oh, wow.
Carl was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Paulie was a whole nother animal. So,
different kind of humor, but funny.
Oh.
Yeah.
And fun to be with.
He seems like a really cool guy.
Fun to be with. I mean, he, with that whole weasel thing at the time.
Yeah, with the weasel.
But, he is who he is.
Yeah, no,
Mom's
he was
Mitzi Shore. I
mean,
right. She's God.
He grew up in comedy.
You know, so, having him as an opening act was a lot of fun. And you meet a lot of people when it comes to these two,
So you probably met some other, because I know Sam was very good friends with, like, Robin Williams and Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey we met at the Montreal Film Festival.
Okay.
So we did a show, we went to the Montreal Film Festival.
All right.
Had a great time.
To perform?
I almost hooked up with Julie Brown, but it all fell apart.
Downtown?
Man, she was holding my hand while I was doing the interview.
Oh.
But what happened? We never hooked up. It was just the whole night got destroyed. And she ended up calling my house, but I was still on tour. But that would have been. She was awesome, beautiful,
beautiful.
Absolutely. When I walked in, she was doing ballet in the gym.
Hello.
Yeah, just beautiful.
Hello.
Just beautiful. Hello. Exactly. Well, you fall in love with that.
Yeah.
But so Jim did. We watched Jim do the opening act. Sam was next.
Who was probably probably the first time you ever saw Jim Carrey.
Him. I dropped dead.
He must
I
have
never
been
saw anything
unbelievable.
Never saw anything like that.
Yeah.
And Sam was just blown away.
Blown away.
Blown away. So after the show, they do
His
a thing at
physicality was just...
another comedy club. That everyone went and they did improv. So the audience would yell something.
Oh my God!
And it was Sam, Jim, Carl, and they were just doing improv.
Oh my! Which must have been unbelievable.
That's why I missed my date. We were there till 3 in the morning.
See that or downtown Julie Brown
screwed me. But
oh jeez.
But it was just, you get to see these little segments of life,
right?
With these guys and how genius they are.
Genius. My
job was, I was a celebrity of myself because every radio show we did back then you did a radio show before the night before the
to help
concert,
promote the show, right? Yeah, makes sense.
I always had my own mic. Mark and Brian in L.A., the guys in Houston that were like Howard.
Because your stories. I don't want to say.
But we're friends. Like, see, I mean, in a week, me and you would be having a ball.
Yeah, but your stories are, could be more interesting than the comic stories.
Sam,
for sure.
Sam loved me because I was, and plus I have a sense of humor, and he always said, "Larry, you should be a comedian." But I didn't have that. These guys are just in another planet.
I know.
How they think
It's another world.
It's another world. So so I always do these promos. So when I would walk Sam on the stage or walk him through, he would want me to, because he was so, I'd walk him through the crowd to the stage. He wouldn't come through the back. Right. So I'd walk him through the crowd or through the side of the crowd. And the crowd would, he would introduce me. And the crowd would yell my name.
So you're becoming
I was like a star.
You became a celebrity.
I was like a star.
Your association with
Sam. That I would sit, literally, you could see me. I'm on the side of the stage, and you could see me. And Sam would always try new jokes out and see my reaction.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it was
amazing. You were in his test kitchen.
Can you imagine?
Oh, my gosh.
So to have that privilege...
do you remember any famous jokes
there was some the
like
ones
did he try the sand joke out on you?
No, the sand joke. That was the big part of the routine, man. I mean, that was.
You see, we need to move
that
the
sand. The phone call from hell.
It's sand.
I know. You don't need it. We need trucks.
Send them luggage. Send them luggage.
The best skits. But man. He one time we're watching Desert Storm was at that time. Yeah. So Sam, we're watching CNN. And we're just watching it, and CNN became the first. It was the first like video war.
Yeah, right.
So everything's televised and stuff like
with
that.
Wolf Blitzer and
exactly,
whatever that.
Exactly. So Sam and I are watching the TV show during the day, and he goes on stage. Never knew anything about what he was going to say that night, so he just looks at me and goes, "Wow, Larry and I were watching CNN today. We're watching a war," and I'm like. Oh, shit. Here
Don't
we go.
bring me into this.
Here we go. Here comes a lawsuit.
Calling your lawyer.
Here comes a lawsuit. So.
Hello, Wolf Blitzer. I didn't mean it.
So he goes, so we're watching this, and we're watching these two Iraq guys.
Oh, no.
They're driving a Country Squire station wagon. Where the fuck is this coming from? So he goes, they pull up. They're in the middle of the desert. They drop the back gate. They pull out a missile launcher, right? One guy loads up, the other guy taps it, they shoot it into the air, they throw everything in the back of the car, they flip the gate and fly away and go home and turn on CNN to see what it hit. I'm like, where the fuck do you think
Who come up with that
Who
stuff?
thinks of that? I didn't see that on TV. That's not what I saw.
Oh my god!
But that's where their mind.
That's how they think.
Their creativity was just.
Yeah.
So he always had, and I would get him once in a while. I mean, we were in Connecticut one time. We were actually here. We did some 10. It was a big thing we did here. I forget where it was, but long and short. Long time. I'm trying to get all these thoughts. So we go to this Wendy's. He loved French fries and he loved shit food. Guys, you could tell by the way he was built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like he ate tofu.
Yeah, it wasn't like hanging out with Arnold.
Right.
So we're eating. He's eating French fries and eating. And there's a picture. What was the guy who founded Dave something?
Dave Thomas.
Dave Thomas, right? There's a big picture of Dave Thomas, and he's got this kid that had special needs.
Right.
Right? And underneath it says Employee of the Month.
Right.
The kid's face is just like, I mean, you could see him shaking in a picture.
Right.
He's scared out of his mind.
Right.
And I looked at the picture. I said, it looks like a Jew meeting Hitler. So Sam starts fucking choking on his fries. I didn't know. I couldn't do a Heimlich on him. He's so fat, I couldn't even get my arms around him.
Couldn't wrap around.
So I started punching him in the back.
Oh, my God.
And he hocked a fry. He could have had a world record.
Oh, my God.
It was unbelievable.
Luging it all the way across the restaurant.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my God.
And then he said, don't talk. You can't say like shit like that when I'm eating. Oh, we had so much fun.
You had a lot of fun. So, all right. So you traveled with, so we did Kinison for several years.
Yes, about a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah,
God.
about a year and a half.
So
It was a
lot.
lot. Oh, no.
Lot packed every day
So
for like a year and a half.
So
much packed.
Every day was an adventure.
Wow.
He can get in trouble, or when you had a normal day, like you would sleep for 2 days because you would be running. So I remember one day I slept through a whole day.
Were you living with him in like his house?
I was living with him.
In his house?
Pretty much. Well, I had an apartment down in Hollywood at the time.
Okay.
But I was barely there because, I was hanging out with he would go out and he wanted me to be with the girls.
Right.
And he wanted me to protect them. And he'd always bring, like I said, he brought a lot of girls.
Yeah.
So they always felt comfortable. And
Was he partaking?
Or
was it just more kind of?
He had the twins. The girls. Yeah. They were his girls. So,
Yeah, okay.
But he was like, he was such a good dude. Like, one time we went to this is a true story, a very good story that he did for me. So I went to we're in Newark. We're doing one of those clubs out in Jersey. Mm-hmm. And I had to go to the FBI building. That's when I found out I was definitely going to get sentenced. So I had a meeting with my lawyers. We happened to be in Jersey, so I went there. I came back from the meeting, and I knew I was going to get some time. So I knock on the hotel door. Who opens the door but Amy Lynn from the Penthouse and Sandy Korn, the 2 Penthouse pets.
Oh, dear.
He got them as a gift for me.
Swing.
Right. Thank you.
Holy smokes.
So they open the door, and I'm such in a daze because I'm going to jail, man.
Yeah.
Soon enough, I'm going to jail. So I walk right by him. Hey, girls, how you doing? How you doing?
Yeah.
No lie. Just like, hi. Go sit down. He goes, Larry, what happened? So we sit. He's like a brother. I said, man, not good. So we go to Rascals. We do the show. Then we go to the China Club. And I'm still depressed, but I'm pretty ornery at the time. I'm a time bomb at that time. So we have a thing going on right at the front. I don't know if you remember the China Club, the one near Apollo, the old China Club.
Well, I remember the China Club in Chicago. Where I grew up.
Not a problem. So you go down a big flight of stairs, a big flight.
It was like a castle.
And then, it was a castle. So on the first booth is where Sam liked to sit.
Okay.
So I have Sam there, the Penthouse pets, his girls, and everything like that, and I'm watching, and I'm not in a good mood. I'm really not in a good mood.
No.
So, and Sam knew it. So, Sandy Korn's boyfriend comes over, and the guy's prettier than her. I mean, he's a playgirl.
Oh, wow.
He's a poster playgirl. So he comes over, blonde hair, blue eyes. So he comes over, and they were broken up, and she went over and talked to him, and they got in a fight. And he ripped her Penthouse key off her chest. Oh, no. Right? Took it.
Not good.
And then pushed her. And I just went
right
like
in front of you.
Well, I looked because I work for him.
Right.
So I looked at him like this. He goes, "Go." That's all he said. Go, do your thing. Bang, bang, fucking down. Call the bouncers. They pull him up the stairs face down.
Oh no!
He was out, and they dragged him up face down. His nose almost came off from the stairs.
Hello, playgirl. I will not be in for my photo shoot tomorrow. I'm a little bit befuddled.
Walked down the stairs, give her key back. She goes, "Oh my God." She looked at me like, "What the hell?" Because it was bang, bang. It was over. Wow. You know what I'm saying? I was, and so you want to hit a girl in front of me? Good. I'm not raised that way. So this guy, so she's with us for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave you.
This guy comes up to us. We're sitting at this table, and this guy witnesses the whole thing. And he buys us. I was just telling you a story. He buys us. He gets us the penthouse at the plaza.
Wow.
With like 5 adjoining rooms for all of us. So we can continue the party till 6:30. Then we have to go to Howard Stern.
Oh my God.
So this is what's going on. So it's 4. I'm hanging out with Sandy, and we're having a great night. And so it's time to go. I said, guys, we got to go, man. So we got to, So I got him over to the show, and I brought Sandy. And so she gets on the show, and that's how Sandy got on the show for 5 years.
Got it.
That's how it happened.
Because Stern was just
but
like, hello.
He ruined my whole fucking night because what he did, Stern, or it could have been Jackie, that piece of shit. Because I'm only saying that because they ruined my night. I'm with one of the most beautiful women hanging out. We're making out at the hotel room and having a great time.
My God.
She likes me. So Howard's engulfed by her. She's gorgeous. She's about 5'7". She's Brazilian. Stunning.
Stunning.
Gorgeous body.
Yeah.
And so Howard goes, so what were you doing at the hotel? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I didn't want to say anything. I just knocked out her fucking boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not how I usually meet women. Oh, that your husband? Bang. You know, and then grab her. I'm like a caveman.
Yeah.
So, so what happens, Howard goes, give me your hand. And I'm like, give me your hand. I said, here's my hand. He goes, he smells my middle finger and he goes, you know what he says? He goes, you creamed the corn. And I'm like, you motherfucker. And she got up and ran out of the studio.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
She got so, like, her boyfriend's out cold, and then he's like saying I slept with her and this and that, and she got so upset she left. But along and short of it, we got her back on the show eventually. She became a regular for 5 years. She became a regular for more than I was a regular.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, that's how she got on the show.
Oh my God.
All from the China Club
years.
and me knocking out her freaking beautiful boyfriend.
So you launched
I should have dated.
careers.
I should have dated him. He was fucking gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh
He
my
was
God,
good
that's
looking.
a great story.
Oh, that's a joke. That's a joke.
I know. All right, so you got a year and a half. All right, so Kinison, and then you left Kinison because you had to go to prison.
Well, this is
because
what I'll give you. I'm going to give you.
You indicated that he started.
I'll give you stories. I'm going to give you another one.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
So
try and make these stories good too, because they're not interesting at all.
I told you this before the show. You're going to just trigger my mind because
I'm
there's
sure
so
our
many of
listening audience is like, God, when's he going to get like entertaining?
So my friend Angelo Fada, if he's listening to this, and my other friends, they'll call in and verify the story. So
Okay.
I wanted to date this girl I saw, and I finally got a date with her. And just one of these girls you want to take out, so I take her out. And my friend Angela was staying at my place in Hollywood with the other kid who was in the Lost Boys, one of those handsome kids in the Lost Boys.
Yeah.
He was one of the boys in a movie. So they hung out at my house. I was off that night, so I didn't have anybody I didn't have to deal with Sam. Go out on my date. They said about 9:30. Knock on my door at the apartment. Sam Kinison, Ozzy Osbourne, and Billy Idol.
What? Holy smokes.
True story.
Holy
So what happened? Sam came up and goes, "Where's Larry?" And I'm like, they were like, "Larry's on a date." He goes, "Oh my God." He goes, "We're going out." He goes, and this is how stupid your friends are. They're so impressed. It's a dream. You got a comedian and two of the biggest rock stars.
One real
in the world.
idol and two.
Yeah, and you got a god that just died, right?
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne, who I thought was a god.
Yeah.
So they come in, they invite him in. You know what these idiots did? They had an 8-ball and they had drinking. They got these three all fucked up on coke, right? And then drinking.
Oh no.
So I come home. It's like 2:30.
To your apartment.
To my
and
own
they're
apartment.
in your apartment.
Wait.
All right.
Good. You would think that way.
Right.
I walk in, knock on the door. There, you can see him on the couch. There's no celebrities there.
Oh no.
So I'm like, what the fuck happened to my apartment? He goes, "Larry, we just had the greatest fucking night of our lives." He goes,
You weren't there.
He goes, the door opened. I thought they were like stunt doubles. He goes, I didn't know they were looking for you to take them out, and so we invited him in. I had an 8-ball. We were drinking. They're all fucked up. I'm looking at my mouth dropped because I get paid a bonus to keep these guys keep Sam straight. Now he's lit. So I said, "Where are they?" He goes, "They're at the Seven Veil on Sunset, the strip club. They don't serve liquor, but it's open all night.
Right.
They're with that other, what was his name? He went to jail. The porno star. Ron Jeremy's
Ron
with him.
Jeremy.
Now, Ron Jeremy hooks up with him, right? So they're all out. So now I have to, and I said, "Listen, dude, when I come back," I said, "pack your fucking bags." I said, "John, if you're here when I come back, I'm throwing you off the balcony."
Right.
I said, "What you guys just did." And they were like, "What did we do?" They didn't know. So I go down to Seven Veil, and if you would have seen the scene of that, Sam was laying on the ground because he went on the pole. He tried to do a spin. He pulled the pole out of the ground.
They're not used to heavy
The
shit,
stripper
dude.
pole. He took a stripper
He
pole
took it out
of a cement ceiling.
Wow.
So that'll tell you his
think-
center of gravity.
Do you think maybe his form was off or what? No, sir.
I don't think that
The
was
legs are supposed to be higher than the chin. You're gonna look at you just then.
very much. He ended up in
Fuck what you just
he ended up in the first row. He
Oh
was
my
like
God. Just swinging around and just
Ozzy's
launched himself in the
face down on the bar.
Out cold.
Face down.
Out cold.
And Billy's just like, at the time he was going through a lot of withdrawals for the drugs he was doing, so I know he was jonesing.
What was Ozzy?
He was
Probably-
jonesing
Ozzy
for
was just
something.
probably like-
No, Ozzy was out.
he was out.
So I had
these
to, now
guys
I
are
had to
just-
drive. I brought Billy. I forget where I brought him. I brought Ozzy back to the house because Sam and Ozzy live.
What? You threw him in your car?
Yeah.
So you're in your car.
His
with,
car. He had a Cadillac.
Whose car?
Sam had a Cadillac.
All right,
I
so you're in
loaded him
Sam Kinison's car with Kinison, Ozzy, and Billy Idol.
hammered.
There's a joke in this song. So I'm
Unconscious.
in a car
Yeah.
with Billy Idol. Sam. Holy
And
smokes.
Sam lived by the Hollywood sign. So, I'd have to drive all the way up the canyon just to get to their houses. Yeah. Sam and I used to sit on the H a lot. We just sit up there and talk. I ain't lying. You just sit on the H.
So wait,
They have a ladder in the back of the H. Yeah, it's so cool.
So wait, so you literally drove to these guys' homes?
Dropped them all off.
How did you know where they lived?
Well, Billy, I dropped off at a studio.
Okay.
He wanted to go to a studio because they're probably one of those recording studios everybody sells drugs.
Right.
So I can, he wasn't my job. And
Right.
Ozzy, I just loved because it was like having an illegal alien in the car because you didn't understand one fucking word he said.
Well, even when he wasn't stoned, you couldn't say.
I don't know. Imagine him, Well, exactly.
What?
Hold on, do that again. Ozzy, where's your house? Go ahead. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, we're almost there. I don't even know what house I dropped them off at. I know that wasn't Sharon that came to the door.
Oh my god, it's so funny. Oh my god.
It was just nuts, man.
That's nuts.
Just the nuts, and but that was the
That was the life.
that was
his life, and that was the life you
that
lived.
was the cool. But
And there's a year and a half. There's just over a year and a
you
half.
meet we did a show. We had to go to a show. Remember Sly Stone? You guys, of course, remember Sly Stone, right? Rest in peace, right? Yeah. So they let him out of jail when he was in jail. They used to let him out to do concerts to raise money for a foundation that he was because he was trying to make everything aware.
Right. Yeah.
But Sly Stone to the musicians in Hollywood was God.
Oh God, and still is to this
Hold on,
day.
God.
Yeah.
So Spice had this thing called NYC Night. So every Thursday, a lot of celebrities would come and get on stage and jam. Whoever was there, you'd see one night you see Deep Purple up there, or you'd see Foreigner. You'd be like in love. So this one night they did a benefit. Sly was going to sing with all the celebrities. So every celebrity in the world came out.
Oh man.
I mean So I'm in the green room. There was so many great things that night. So I'm in the green room. Sam is sitting next to David Lee Roth. David Lee Roth's bodyguard was an idiot. He said something to me because I wasn't with Sam. He goes, "What kind of job are you doing?" So Sam said, "Oh, you shouldn't have said that." Because me and Sam had a relationship. He's in a booth.
You don't
He's
know his
surrounded by
history.
Tom Jones and David Lee Roth and Sam. Where the hell do I fit in?
Right.
So I'm outside the booth, right? And he goes, "What kind of bodyguard?" Because the other bodyguard's like on David Lee Roth. So I walked over and I said, "Dude, you ever say something like that, I'm going to put your fucking Adam's apple in the back of your neck."
Oh my God.
I said, "You just don't. We're in the same thing. What did you try to belittle me for?" So that's how my night started. Oh, man. And Sam was like, "That's my guy." He's
Right.
going to beat up your bodyguard. To David Lee Roth. Your bodyguard's going to go down, bro. My bodyguard's nuts. So,
Holy shit.
so this is what happened. So now I'm letting him go. So there's a guy playing the piano. God strike me dead. This was the coolest
In the green
thing.
room?
In the green room. They had a piano. There's stars in the room. You had Guns were there. Poison was there.
Oh, man.
Name somebody, they were there because of them. There wasn't anybody I didn't see. Playing the piano, and I'm listening, and the riffs, I know the riffs. So I go up to the guy. I said, "Sir, can I ask you a question?" I said, "Are you Keith Emerson?"
From Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Holy shnikes.
Holy shit. He looks at me, I goes, "Maybe if you get me a glass of wine, I'll tell you who I am."
Oh my God.
That's what he said to me.
I could do that.
So I ran, got a glass of wine, sat down. He goes, "Here, sit on the bench." I sat right next to him. I said, "What do you like?" "Brain salad surgery."
So he's playing.
Starts Carnival 9.
Oh my God.
I'm sitting there like this. I'm like, I am sitting with one of the greatest keyboard players to
Ever.
ever live. Rick
Ever.
Wakeman and
Yeah.
him. Those were the two at the time.
From Yes.
To ever live.
Oh,
For Yes, from Yes and him.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying to myself, well, look where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Look where I'm at. It was a Bon Jovi was there. Axl was there. I mean, it was just like everyone there. So they all took turns going up on stage. And then what do you think they did with Sam? Wild thing on stage with Sly Stone.
Because that was his.
That was his trade
That
song.
was his trade song.
That was his
Yeah.
trade song.
Did you used to do Wild Thing in concert when he did it, or?
He loved to perform in concert.
Yeah.
We would bring and his
Because he toured with bands.
no his Gavin was the manager of the band.
Okay.
And me and him, oh, God, we hated each other because he was such a dick. But when you're close to somebody, that happens on these tours because people want to get close to that person.
Right.
And they're all like, one night I was trying to be nice to the guy. So Sam is in this room. It's a suite. So we have all the band members in the middle. Everyone's playing. God damn, I can't remember this story. So you guys are going to die. So we're all in the middle. Sam's asleep, fucked up. He was a little drunk that night. So I snuck some drinks by me. So he's in there. All the band members, Sam's luggage is over there, not unpacked yet. It's about 3 in the morning. Sam opens up the door coming out of his bedroom, destroyed like this, like sleepwalking.
Oh no.
So I'm like this to the girl, guys. No, don't wake him. Don't wake him. Walks right by us.
So he was sleepwalking.
He was asleep. Lifts up his suitcase and pisses like it was a toilet. Takes out his dick and just pisses all over his own clothes.
No way.
I swear to God, I'm like this all the time. Shut up. Don't say a word. No one talk. And we're just like us, like, just, this can't be happening. So, and
Well, at least, you know what,
I'm
at
used
least
to
he
this shit. I'm used to this.
Hey, you know what? At least he was courteous enough to lift up the lid. Okay?
He lifted the lid.
Did he put the lid back down?
Yes.
See, that's
Hold on, class.
class.
That's my guy.
That is class.
That's my. How many times I put him to, sometimes you would fall asleep around the toilet bowl. I just put a blanket there. So his girlfriend used to say to me, "Can't you put him in bed?" Yeah, I'm not a John Deere. I'm a fucking bodyguard. How am I going to move that? How am I moving that?
Oh my God.
Yeah, so what happened? He pissed on it. So we wake up the next morning, got to go to the radio show.
He's got to put on clothes.
Put on clothes, goes in. Who pissed on my fucking clothes? This is bullshit. You guys are fucking animals. I said, Sam, you pissed on your own shit.
Did he believe you?
Yeah, well, I had so many witnesses.
Oh, all right.
I was like, Gavin, what happened?
Oh, man.
That's when me and Gavin finally bonded a little bit.
That's so
because
funny.
we got to.
Oh my God.
I said, Gavin, you think my job's easy?
So
You think my job? I got to take this guy to the radio station in a bathrobe.
So there's a couple famous Kinison stories where I don't know if it was in that year and a half you're doing. One, Jessica Hahn.
I was after.
You were after Jessica.
I was
Hahn.
after Jessica Hahn.
Okay, and then there was a time where didn't he get into a fight with Slash and almost like killed Slash?
Well, what happened? Yeah, I wasn't with him for that because
choked him to death?
I was with him when he was having the feud with what's the comedian? The one, Hickory Dickory Doc.
Andrew Dice.
Yeah, that's when they were having their feud because Sam and he proposed to Andrew Dice to go on tour together.
Right.
Which I thought would have been insane.
Oh man.
But Andrew Dice Clay was selling out. He sold out at Madison Square Garden back
He
to
was
back.
huge.
He
Yeah.
did 20,000. No one did 20,000
Yeah,
for
no,
a
he was
comedian.
big.
Sam was doing 10 to 15, not
Yeah,
20.
Right.
So they had a little few. Like Dice was like, blah, 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 I don't need him and this and
Right.
that. So Dice went on Arcidio one night, and that's the night Dice went on and started crying. You ever see that video? I mean, he says, there's so much pressure and this and that. And he's crying and that.
Oh man.
Sam, we're watching it at the Comedy Store.
Oh, having
Hold
a
on.
field
with
day.
all the other comedians, and we're watching,
a
and
field
Sam's
day.
like that pussy, and he makes just like this. Gets on the phone to Comedy Store, calls Arcidio, says, "I'm doing your show tomorrow to follow that up."
I love it.
Right? So I'm like, "Oh, we're doing Arcidio tomorrow." Arcidio's cool. Arcidio's cool.
He seems like a real cool guy.
Oh, so I wasn't in on the first sketch. Right. So the sketch was Arcidio was going to give Sam a piss test, right? Because they heard Sam was clean because of me, and they were all proud of him and everything like that. So they were going to give him a piss test. So what happens is Sam goes in a urinal. This is how the show started. Sam goes in a urinal. There's a guy there, like a lab guy,
Right.
and Arcidio. Sam's pissing, comes out with a cup. Gives it to the guy. The guy pours it in something and goes, clean. And he goes, I told you I was clean. And Arcidio leaves with the guy. Sam knocks on the other stall, and this little boy walks out.
Not only
I was in the green room, and I'm watching this, and he says, Lau, when did you see the skit? And I'm like,
that's hysterical.
Killed me.
Killer. That's amazing.
And then did his thing up there and just, he hated that movie, Ford Fairlane.
Oh, it's a horrible movie.
I went to the theater with him to watch that.
Horrible movie.
He was yelling in front of all these people, this movie sucks,
It did
Hickory
suck.
Dickory Doc, and yelling like,
horrible movie.
it was unbelievable,
Oh my God.
man.
Now there was talk, but it never materialized of them making a movie about Sam. Like there wasn't like development, but it never materialized, right?
Who would play him?
I don't know. I mean, but
How would you manage that? I mean,
No.
First of all, the routines were, but his
Yeah.
life. I mean,
Yeah.
you definitely have
Who
to
would-
have
now,
Malika.
if you had to
would
pick-
have Malika involved. Malika would have to. Bill Kennison would have to be involved.
unless you picked a point in his life. And all. So what actor would you want to play you if you were going to be in the Sam Kinison biop?
Wow, that's a great question. Rock would be really cool.
Rock for sure.
Rock
Although
would
he's
be-
so much smaller than you.
Remember that when Rock was in Get Shorty?
Oh yeah.
How great was he?
Oh yeah. No,
That was
he's
the
good.
best movie I've ever seen.
He's
I mean, he
good.
played the gay bodyguard.
Oh yeah. No, he's
How
really
the
good actor.
hell did you do that?
He's a good actor.
I think he's amazing.
Yeah. No, he's very good.
You see him recently? What he looks like?
He's
He
incredible.
lost 60 pounds.
Yeah. No, he's incredible.
I don't know what it's for. I think it's for a movie role, but
It's called Ozempic, I believe.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
No, I heard the same thing.
It could be.
Yeah.
Because that's how these guys lose
They said
weight.
he has a digestional tract problem.
That's probably Ozempic.
Well, you've been very good.
I'm just guessing.
No.
Not that I'm not shitting on Ozempic, but
No, that shit works.
yeah, that's funny.
But that's a great question, man. Vin Diesel?
Vin Diesel?
No, he's
No,
little.
he's
though.
kinda-
No, yeah. He's not.
The Rock.
I'm 68. I look better than him when he was 30.
Yeah.
Fucking.
But back when you had the ponytail and all that,
I looked
mean,
like a
you know.
maniac. I had 2 earrings, slits on my side of my head with, remember the lines with.
Oh man.
Fantastic. I looked the part.
All right. So let's get to. Oh my God, there's just so much to unpack here. So so the collapse of your relationship or your bodyguarding of Sam
It's such a shame.
happened.
It's
What
such a
happened?
shame. What happened is that they were having a hard time paying me.
Because he was
Yes.
he was running out of money.
Yeah, and you know, and his credit card bills were like $100,000 a month.
He was just going overboard.
It was hard to watch, actually, a lot of it, because you could just do so much as a bodyguard. You're not his brother.
No.
You know, his
Right.
brother, actually, I like Bill, but Bill could have done a better job.
Right.
You know, managing the money. And Bill and I really didn't get along. You know, I didn't get
Who
along
managed his money? An agent of sorts?
Something.
Whoever did a lousy job.
I didn't have that kind of privilege. I never would ask. You know what I'm saying? Because it really it oversteps my boundaries.
Right.
You know, unless he asked me, because the celebrities I dealt with before realized who my mind was. I have a finance background.
Right.
You know, so they would ask me questions all the time.
Right.
So I never, I never indulged in that, but it was hard to watch.
Okay.
Because things were just starting to dissipate. You know,
So when you say he's going bankrupt, is he performing, or what's
But again,
happening? What's going on with his life now?
Comedians are funny because, of course,
Ideally.
that's all but it's funny their careers.
Right.
Because when they spike, you know, it's hard to stay spiked.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's
No
hard
doubt.
to stay on top.
It's hard to stay.
None
on
of
top.
them do.
No.
Name one.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
know, the one-
Seinfeld, but you could argue,
the
but
only
that's,
one
that's like one.
My idol
from the days gone of yore. Yeah,
Yes.
you're right.
Like I can't even go see comedians at a comedy store. People ask me all the time, like, let's go watch. Hold on. First of all, I bodyguarded Sam Kinison, and I love Robin Williams.
Right.
So where do I go?
Everything's
from
a
here?
letdown.
Where do I go from here?
Yeah.
You know, some guy. I went to a comedy store not too long ago, and we sit in the front row. My girlfriend's drop dead gorgeous, red hair, green eyed, and with all my friends like me, guys from the gym. And the guy says something stupid to my girlfriend, like,
Oh
you
no.
know,
Oops.
yeah, like he's trying to be funny, and he goes, "Oh, look, we got the Sopranos up in the front row. I'm
boy.
good with that. You know, have fun,
Yeah.
play with that. That's
Yeah.
great. I'm." Then he says, "Man, look at that chick. I'd like to kidnap her, tie her up, and throw her in the trunk of my car."
Oops.
I'm like, "So, oh, really?" So- right to the side of the stage, up the fucking stairs I went.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, and when I stopped at the stage, I just went like this. The guy was looking at me. I says, "You got security?" I thought not. And I said, and I went towards him, and I just put my hands out. I said, "Don't say stupid shit. Like, you know how fast I could have killed you."
Oh my
I said,
God.
"Let's just have a great show and
Yeah.
apologize."
And he's like, "All right, good
Oh,
night,
no, he
everybody."
apologized and
Yeah.
kept going. He was cool.
kept going.
Then I told him, he goes, I said, "Listen, I'm Sam Kinison's ex-bodyguard." He went, "Oh my God."
Oh man,
You know, when you say something like that's the Holy Grail.
that's a holy grail.
Smith stole that material.
Did he? Good one, brother.
Gave him the slap.
Good one, man.
All right, so he's running out of money. You're not getting paid because, and then what? Ultimately, what happens?
This is what happened. So he goes, I'm supposed to go out of town with him to do, so I have all my luggage packed. He's coming by my apartment. He was coming down from the hill. And he said he came by, I wasn't there, which is wrong. I never missed anything.
Okay.
So what happens, I don't think he came by because he couldn't pay me for the weekend or the 4 days.
Was he paying you or was the agency paying you?
He was actually, it was like almost like him paying me at that time. It was getting bad. So, you know, I knew the writing was on the wall. And listen, my time was coming anyway. It's not like it was going to be my
Now,
career.
what year is this? What year is this?
This had to be 91.
91.
Yeah, and I ended up going to jail like 7, 8 months later. So it's not like my career was going to go 7 or 8 months more. So, but that weekend pissed me off because I was supposed to do something, so he didn't come. So you know what I did? I didn't have my car that weekend, so I went up to his house and I took his Cadillac. And I took out for the week, which I should have never done.
Oops.
We were close friends, but I crossed the line. I fucked up because I was angry. So I took his car, hung out for the weekend, you know, put the car back. And
Did he know it?
He found out. He ended up finding out, and he got really mad at me.
wow.
But I think it also was a reason to get rid of me
Oh,
because he couldn't afford me.
Wow.
Yeah. I really did. So that,
So
you know.
did he sense like he was things? Did he understand?
I think, you know what happens
was
when
going on
he's going downhill in a
Because
way.
at that level, you're surrounding yourself with a lot.
But again,
oh, no, good, you know.
but that's what you want when you're going downhill.
Right.
You want yes people.
Right,
You
of
don't want,
course.
I'm
right.
not
So
a yes.
Did he understand the gravity of what was happening to him?
No, I really don't. I really don't. Don't forget, when you're a celebrity, you're just people just.
Which is why I.
I mean, your ass is full of lipstick. Everyone's kissing your ass.
Right.
I mean, it's sad to watch.
Right.
You know, because it's so. And
it's
you've
so
had
superficial,
and especially when you had so many great moments with somebody.
Right.
I mean,
right.
we had like real. I remember we went to he was doing a major concert, and we had all these gay people outside because he said something. Remember when he said something about Elton John, or he did something with Elton John, some music award. So we had like about 2,000 gay guys outside protesting, right? And so we get out, and it's right in the beginning when I was with him. So this guy comes backstage and he gives Sam, he says to Bill, he goes, "We like to tell Sam just to do an appearance at our nightclub in Long Beach. We'll give him $15,000 cash. Just to come, talk for about 10 minutes, joke, and leave." So Sam goes, looks at me, and I'm like, "I'm down, man." I go, "Where's the money?" He goes, "We'll give you the money when we get there." All right, no.
Oh, okay, you were good with that.
You're with me. I'm good.
All right,
I'll get the
all
money.
right.
I'll
Okay,
get the money.
okay.
I'll get the money when I own the club.
Oh, you'll take their Cadillac.
we got. You have a limo? We'll take your limo.
We'll take your limo.
Yeah, they sent us with a limo. So we go to the club.
Was eBay around at that time?
eBay. Can you imagine?
I'm kidding.
Can you imagine? I've had my nephew with me with all the things he knows. Oh, forget about it. I could have had so many memorabilia.
Oh, seriously.
So I made some. We had to go into this. It's like 5,000 people in this club. I never seen anything like it.
Wow.
So I made Sam put his hands around me, and I took their bouncers and I made them go on the sides of me. I was by myself. Wow. Hands around me. I said, "Listen, make sure your hand's always around my waist, and you can touch with that hand or go touch with that hand." Right. So I get him to the stage, then I bring him into the VIP room. I go backstage. Guy gives me 15 large. I put it in my socks.
Wow.
Right. So I'm racked out with the money, and go sit down. And Sam goes, "What are we gonna say?" I said, "I'm not done yet." And I said, "We need the VIP room." I said, "Do me a favor, clear out the room. We need to be and only let beautiful women in."
There you go.
So they put a girl out front. We brought in our girls. And before you know it, I had about 30, 40 of the most hottest women in the world just playing pool with Sam. That's the kind of life it was.
That life sucked.
Oh, my God. I mean, I got laid so much I didn't want to get laid.
Oh, my God.
I mean, it was like, I mean, it really was that. I mean, I'm not bragging either. I'm just saying every night was an opportunity.
Oh, man.
You know, and you know, people chase celebrities. And if you're the bodyguard, I mean, you're about as close as you can get.
Yeah.
You hang out with them all the time.
It's like that, I'm with the band.
I'm with the band. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, there's groupies for everything. There's bodyguard groupies, too.
Oh, yeah. Almost famous.
You guys are familiar with Houston at all, with their strip clubs?
No.
They have two of the biggest strip clubs in the world, and they're side by side. One went public in the stock market. That's how big it is.
Wow.
They're incredible.
Oh, Houston?
Houston. In Houston. And we did a show in Houston. So before the show, we go to the strip club, and I'm sitting with ZZ Top, comes to our table, Warren Moon from the Houston Oilers, right? Yeah. The fullback who is cool as hell. So everyone comes, and I have passes. Not Herschel Walker, another one, another famous guy. Okay. But I have all passes, so we love for celebrities to come. Right. So it's called a men's club. It's in Houston. It's one of the most famous. It's the only strip club. It might be. It's the only strip club to ever go public. So I'm handing out passes to all the strippers, right? I'm saying Sam's performing tomorrow night, and so this and that. So we do the show. We're at the show, and the owner of the venue comes. He goes, "Larry, we got a problem." I'm like, "What do you mean? What happened?" He goes, "Come here." And I go out in the back door, just 150, 200 people out back. I gave out so many fucking passes. Every stripper in the club. They might have closed the club. I had every stripper in the club at Seeing Sam, right? And who's out there too? I said, "Guys, that's ZZ Top. What do you tell you?" So let ZZ Top. Warren Moon walks in. A couple of Houston Oilers walk in. Now all the strippers walk in, right? One walks in, unbelievable looking, grabs my arm, stands right by my side. He goes, "Me and you are together for the rest of the night." Oh, that's how it worked. Oh. Right? So
I need a cigarette.
It's crazy.
I need a cigarette. I don't even smoke.
So it's crazy.
So
Sam, does his show. I have this girl with me. We all hang out. Now this girl brings 3 of her friends.
Oh boy.
So now I have 3 girls, Sam, and he's loving it, and I'm not the girls. Our girls are getting along with their girls. Long story. We have a radio show to do at 6 in the morning. I got 5 girls in my room.
Oh boy.
5.
5.
I go to the door. I have a sock on and a towel. I don't know how one sock.
Like a Red Hot
Yeah, one sock never made it off.
Red Hot
All
Chili
I had
Pep-
was no, not
chili pepper sock or a sock on your foot.
No, sock on my foot.
Oh, okay.
No, if I went to the door, I got fired like that one. So I sock on my foot and a towel. Sam looks in the room and he goes, "Holy fuck!" Drapes are ripped off. Fucking. I don't remember anything because we were having a ball.
poles
Yeah,
off of
I
the
mean,
ceiling.
it's just a madhouse.
Oh man.
So I get dressed. I'm like, oh my God. So I get dressed and I leave. We go on the show. Sam's having a ball. One of the guests on the show is like a Dr. Ruth. So she's talking about
A sex therapist.
Yeah, and talking about venereal diseases.
Perfect audience. to
Oh
talk
my
about
God,
that.
talk about timing.
Yeah.
So what Sam did, he
You're
goes,
sitting with 5 petri dishes,
at
basically.
6:30 in the morning. You know what Sam does? He calls the hotel. He goes, "You ain't gonna believe this." Because Larry has 5 girls he just slept with last night. They're all in a... So the radio station flies somebody down and they knock on the door and they go in the girl and they interview the girls about venereal diseases.
My God.
And they're like, "Where's Larry?" I'm like,
Where's
"I'm on the
Larry?
radio."
Larry's got a sock on.
Larry ran.
Oh, that's freaking
Larry who? I changed my name.
Yeah.
My name is Lawrence.
That's so funny. And then he
That's
goes like,
a true
how do you spell VD?
He used to go nuts, those stories.
man.
I got one. I'm going to slow down because now you got my mind triggered. We go to Chicago.
This is why we're here.
All right, we go to Chicago, where he's from.
Great
Illinois.
city.
He's from Illinois.
Peoria.
Yes.
Yes.
So they want us to go. He wants to take us to a strip club. It was awesome. We walked in
Chicago.
It was incredible. 2,000 people deep. It was kind of like a country type strip club.
What would it have been called? Strip
I
club in
wish I
Chicago.
knew. It was awesome. So they had a VIP room over here. You walk in, the crowd lost their minds. He walks in. He's the hero. He's local,
Sam
right?
Kinison.
So we go to the VIP section. The headliner that night was Miss Penthouse of the Year. She was doing a tour.
Okay.
She barely spoke English. I think she was Russian or Ukrainian.
She didn't need to speak it.
Hold on.
Like you really want her to talk.
If
You're
you
like,
would've-
shut up!
If you would have seen,
Oh!
hold on, that's his rap.
I know.
She didn't speak English. You got along with her fine.
Right.
Barely he could speak English sometimes. So what happens? I get her. You know, that's my job. So I get her and I put her right next to him. They're having a ball.
Literally or figuratively?
No. They're having a
All right.
good time.
Okay.
So I get and Sam was so cool. He gave me like a couple $100, and I've never had a lap dance in my life. All the places I've been.
You didn't
Because-
need one.
You know what he told me?
Right.
He would give me the money just to spend. You know why? He goes, "Larry, when you see a girl you want to be with in a strip club, you give her money. You're a customer. You're not going to go to bed with her."
Right.
So I would use the money to buy drinks and stuff like that.
Right.
So I got introduced to somebody, so I'm set, right? There's a woman in the crowd, a stripper. She's walking around everybody. She's 300 pounds minimum. In lingerie, one of the biggest girls I've ever seen. Massive.
Massive.
But she's like a novelty. Like go over to the club, the guys that would take pictures with her. You know, and
Yeah.
I'm looking at Sam. I said, "Look at her." Sam goes to me, "I wouldn't give her any money. I put a burger in her G-string." he goes, "I give her a burger."
He'd hawk up a fry.
We were left. So I'm looking. He sees her. I'm like, "Oh, this is getting really good." So the long of it is that we have to. The crowd went nuts. They wanted Sam on stage. So they had a routine where I was going to get the Ukrainian stripper, the penthouse pet, to strip for Sam, but I had to tie him to the chair, you tie him backwards, tie his feet down, and put a sock in his mouth. So he was not, and she's allowed to go berserk, right? I said, "Sam, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to put you on stage, tie you up. It's going to be awesome." The
in
Ukrainian
his trench coat?
Hold on. No. He's like, in his trench coat, everything.
Yeah.
And the Ukrainian girl's going to be naked and doing everything to you. I'm in, right? Put him on a stage, tie him up.
Oh, man.
I went and got the fat girl.
Oh, and the fat girl came out.
No.
Oh, the fat girl came out and did the strip tease?
Right. So she's all set up, crowd's going
Was
down.
any of this filmed?
I don't know.
God.
If anybody's out there was there, just call in. Just say I was there.
It was all being on Super 8.
So I
wasn't
can't
it?
make this shit up this quick. So, longest story.
This is where I wish we had cell phones back then.
Can you all a camera? A camera. I would have been on Pornhub. I had them on fucking station.
Oh, my God.
So what happened is that I bring this huge, and she was so sweet. She goes, "Come on, we're gonna play. Do me a favor, have fun, and this and that."
And he had no idea.
Her chest, flat, fat. She comes on stage. Sam, you want to see somebody's eyes open up?
I
mean, you know what's wow? I'm just his eyes,
and he's got a sock in his mouth.
Thank you. He's got a sock in his mouth,
and he's tied, so he can't.
And you can see him trying to like, and you're looking at me like you could see, what the fuck? And you're like, you know, you piece of shit, you know, like, and I'm just, this is work, and the crowd is
losing it.
She's dancing, cracking him in the head with a breast. I mean. She's like beating him up, so she's like
Did
going
she go
like,
full Monty?
oh wait, she's going like this on his face, and he's like, and I'm like, so this is getting brutal. I mean, this, and the crowd's out of their minds.
Gotta be.
Then she starts going backwards, and then runs backwards, right? Trips.
Oh no.
And her ass lands on his face.
Oh, no.
The chair goes over, and she's full fucking squatted on his head with the crack of her ass. I said, if anything was going to go wrong, it just fucking happened.
No. So what'd you do?
After I stopped laughing,
Oh my God.
it was the most funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It had to be.
Hold on. His feet in the chair was upside. His feet were going like he was losing consciousness. He was losing consciousness. You could hear. So I had to like literally like all my strength move the woman. Right? I see his face. I prop up the chair and I pull out the sock. First, you're fucking fired. That's what he yells at me. I laughed so hard, but I covered myself. Then the lady came out.
Yeah.
Then he was
the real stripper.
He forgot about everything.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He forgot about it.
You can see it on my face.
He forgot about everything. I covered my bases. I had plan B.
That's so freaking.
Can you imagine that, man?
Could you now?
You can't.
Have you ever thought about writing a book? I mean, seriously. I mean, we could just take
That's
this as a transcript and just put it online, and
it's a year and a half. It's only a year and a half.
I mean, you've got like a 200-page. You don't need pictures.
So much fun.
Oh my gosh!
It was so much fun. I mean,
Yeah,
I would tell my friends. You know, the other job I had prior to the other ones, I worked. You know, you were stressed. I was like to the point. I honestly would have probably done it for nothing if I had a lot of money in the bank.
Right.
Because I was really having more fun than he was having.
Seriously, and you're getting paid.
And paid.
Oh man.
And to meet like people you would never like. Look, we're hanging out today. If I wasn't this, me and us, we wouldn't have met. No. He was a common denominator.
Oh, no doubt.
You know, hanging out
with... People
like
to surround themselves with him,
just hanging out with Poison, CC DeVille, and those guys, and, you know. I mean, we went to see when they released, remember Unskitty Bop?
Bop with the cartoon.
Yes. Yeah. So we went to the opening of they released that album on stage.
Right.
So we went to that, and we're all backstage, and they love Sam, and we're all hanging out with CC and the boys. And what was the lead singer's name? You handsome kid.
The blonde guy.
The blonde. Brett Michaels.
Brett Michaels. Thank you.
Sweet guys.
Yeah.
All hairspray time. Remember the hair?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I mean,
hair band.
I felt it was like 5 women. I was like, I'd hit on them if I didn't know they were in a band. So
it's like that Rodney Dangerfield joke. It's like, you ever follow someone you ever follow a great ass and it turns out to be a guy?
Yeah. Well, remember in Dumb and Dumber?
Dumb and Dumber.
Look at that ass. Yeah, he must work out.
Well, Dude Looks Like a Lady.
Oh, what a
was
song.
supposed to be based on
what a song.
Steven Tyler saw either Vince Michael or Brett. It was one of the at a bar or whatever. Long blonde hair with a great ass, and it turned out to be them.
Yeah.
So that's
it's crazy, right? Yeah. Well, so we're at the thing. We're leaving, and as we're leaving, I have like hot 8 women and Sam. So I have them. I'm leaving, and this kid runs up to Sam, gets right in his face. It said something. Slash said something. I think with that whole thing.
Oh, so this is a Slash.
Yeah. So he goes. Slash said something about you, and he goes, oh, and does Sam and spits in Sam's face.
Oh, jeez.
And runs.
Slash sitting.
This guy. This wasn't Slash.
This
Some
guy.
His kid. I said like something about because of that Slash thing.
Oh, got it.
So he goes up. So I said I didn't even look at Sam. So he went up the stairs. I dove. I got him by the ankle. And then grabbed his other fucking ankle and yanked him down the stairs face down.
Like the Playgirl
right?
guy.
Hold on. Spun him around and slapped him. And his head did like a bobblehead.
Like an exorcist.
I mean, it was, like Linda Blair did.
Yeah.
Linda Blair.
Your mother said.
And he was out with a slap. And his face was all the rug burn. Then all the bouncers come running over. Oh, no. When I mean, thank God I knew a bunch of them.
Right. They would have pulverized you.
You know what it is? When I was with Sam as a daytime job, when I was on the show First and 10, the football show on HBO.
Yeah, I used to watch that.
I was on it for 2 years.
Oh, no way.
With OJ and everybody.
Yeah.
So all the guys that were bouncing there was on the show too.
Oh, no way.
So I'm all
I
squared.
got to go revisit that show now.
I'm squared up because these guys are coming, and Sam's like with me. He's like got my back, and he's squared up. He's like, we're gonna fight because he really, we were like brothers. And then he's like, no, man, that guy did that. And then this big guy, who was an Indian guy, and he comes over. He goes, Larry, what's going on? He was the head of the bouncer. He goes, no, man, this guy did this. I go, no, just leave, bro, just leave, right? Now we go out with all the girls. Did you see me and Larry? We're gonna fuck those guys up. I'm like, fuck those guys up. Those guys would have beat the shit out of us. It was like 8 of them. I said, that was not me. I was just squared up to see who was coming. I didn't want to fight them all, and he was squared up with his. Yeah, I said, next time I'm going to get you in a proper boxing stance. Box like that.
Oh my God! All right. So, what was the ultimate split from? What was that moment where you it just severed, or you just kind of drift?
That weekend just ended it.
Literally,
I took the car. Yeah. Yeah.
So you took his car, you brought it back, and then that was it.
I think there was a lot of guilt there because he didn't pick me up, number one, and I was pissed. Okay. So he wasn't really good at explaining himself. He wasn't, that good at that. And I think, and the money situation, it was an easy way out. I had no remorse.
So
remorse.
You cut it. Did you ever speak to him after that again?
He did a show when I was back in New York, and I went to see him. Okay. And Carl LeBeau saw me, and I said, listen, man, I'm here with a couple of friends who's. We're just going to watch the show. We really want. And also I wanted to come backstage and apologize for what happened.
And did you?
He wouldn't come out. That was the way Sam was. But again, if I didn't go myself, I would not been able to live with myself.
Right.
Because I made a mistake.
So you had a little bit of closure, but
I had closure. Yeah. I said, Carl, and Carl hugged me. He goes, Len, it's a shame because we love you, brother. And I said, Carl, you tell him I love him. And something, and I'm going to split. I'm not going to, I left.
So how many years later?
A couple of months, I think 8 months later, he died.
In that car crash in California?
No, Reno. He was on his way to Reno.
You're right. He was on his way to
He was in the car with his girl, and Bill was behind him in a van.
That's right.
He got hit by a drunk driver, young kid.
A young kid who got probation.
How ironic.
I know, right?
But you know something? Sam was infatuated with death. He was so infatuated. He used to read every book by John Belushi, all the Belushi novel, all the stuff about Belushi.
Right.
Read about him. He was knew he was going to die young. Well, his brother killed himself at Christmas.
Right. He committed suicide.
Yeah, took a shotgun.
That really affected him.
Yeah, killed him. So the preacher background, everything like that. So one time I was waiting for him at Spice because my apartment was close by. So he would come by with the car and we go out. And Dan Aykroyd was there.
Okay.
At the bar. And I walked up to him. I said, Mr. Aykroyd, hi, listen, I'm Sam Kinison's bond. Sam Kinison? He went nuts. He goes, Larry, Sam Kinison is Belushi, bro. He opens all the doors for all of us. Right. He's the door breaker.
He was the influencer.
He goes in, he gets bloody, but he's getting bloody for all of us.
Right.
And we started talking. I said, hey, Mr. Aykroyd, can you do me a favor? He's reading all your boys' books. He's infatuated with suicide and death. I said, can you talk to him? And I'm like, and he said, when did you come? And I said, of course. So Sam comes. I said, I got somebody you might want to meet. Awesome. They hit it, right? They start talking. So Aykroyd goes, what are you guys doing for the rest of the night? And I said, nothing. He goes, you want to come? I'm filming a movie. And I'm like, okay. So Sam goes, you want to go? Of course. So he goes, Aykroyd goes, I'll drive. It was in where they film MASH, like in that area in California, right? And wait till I tell you the movie. So long of it, we get in. We're walking down. I know you're trying to think. Well, let me finish. Right. So we're walking down the stars. Hollywood stars. Yeah. And people are looking at the stars like this, and here goes Aykroyd. Here goes Kinison walking right by you.
Oh no way.
Yeah, and I walked him right down right to the car. Wow. So we get in the car, and there's all these hats on the dashboard. That's the Aykroyd's car. And he puts on this hat like this, and I'm like, Dan, what's that all about? He goes, it's a disguise. Nobody knows me. And I have multiple disguises. How fucked up. This is the way these guys are. Yeah. So we had all these hats on the dashboard. He goes, now do you know me? He put on another. And I'm looking at Sam, I'm like, Jesus Christ. I said, we're going to hell tonight. So we pull up, Spies Like Us.
Spies Like Us.
No way.
Oh, my gosh.
Spies Like Us.
Great movie.
Yeah, Chevy Chase was there.
Chevy Chase.
Then he saw Sam, and we stayed there the whole night. We ate on the truck, there's the food trucks, and then we stayed.
Oh, man.
We watched him film.
Wow. So did you go to his funeral?
No.
He did not.
I don't know. Did they have a good funeral for him? It wasn't like it was publicized that much, right?
I think he got married. He got buried in Oklahoma.
Did he?
Yeah, he's buried in Oklahoma.
Yeah, nah.
Where he was, where they moved, I guess, from Illinois to Oklahoma, or his mom remarried or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I have nothing but great feelings for him and the girls. I had great times with the girls and him. And, you know, I was with a very tough time. I was hired in a very difficult time. I mean, you know, when I was hired, they had 8 guns in the house because, you know, I took every gun and put it under my mattress. Tell me how well I slept every night.
Yeah, like, wow.
If I move too fast, I'll blow my own ass off.
Hopefully they were unloaded.
No, I unloaded all
Yeah,
of
that's
them.
a good idea.
They were. I had everything. I had
Unless
short
you wanted
off.
like
I had
a couple
I had
porn
everything.
stars on your bed and like.
Yeah, no, all coming off, right? And I'm not
Yeah.
ready.
Guys, he does shoot himself off, literally.
Myself off. But yeah. So you know, you had all these.
Holy smokes!
There was so many moments that you know that were so defining.
Yeah.
You know, but the bottom line is that the genius of the man. I mean, I think
I
they
still
should
listen to him today, and
they
still
should
laugh.
show more. I know I heard Rogan's a big fan of his. My nephew
How
was
could you
saying,
not be?
but they should. You know, they don't do enough to show the kids today. It wasn't just that sand routine. He
No.
had his routine. I mean, the phone call from hell was awesome.
Amazing, everything.
I thought stuff like
Yeah.
that was so ingenious. He got the
Yeah.
crowd involved and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Know about him until your story,
Right.
the story of my dad.
Oh,
believe
man.
you, and then
Well, my
Yeah.
nephew's father was trying to be a comedian. So my cousin, he was doing his thing. So they were in Chicago for that show. So I called him. I said, you know, and I have my stories they're unbelievable. So you
Yeah,
know,
you
so
think?
when your cousin calls you, said, come to this, drive 2 hours to meet Sam Kinison. What?
Right.
You know, he's trying to be a comedian. Of course you want to go see Sam
course.
Kinison, right? So they drive. I put him right in the front row. And I take him backstage before the show starts.
Oh my
dad
God!
doesn't believe him.
No, his father don't believe him.
Right.
Walk there, Sam. This is Bill. This is my cousin Kathy. Gets up, hugs him. Sit down, hang out. Tell me some jokes, this and that. And it's, you know, you're with the God. You're with a comedical God. And
He was a pioneer.
yes, and my cousin, who I'm staying at their house right now, is she just she goes,
My dad's reaction.
yeah, it's just amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unreal.
But I got the privilege of being one of the funniest men in the world.
Funniest, and hung out with some incredible.
I mean, look what it
people.
did to you at your age, you know, at our age. I mean,
Total-
the oppression.
Oh my God! To this
How
day.
about Back to the School? That
Yeah.
scene from Back to School.
Back to school.
It was
When he
insane.
Pulls the desk out.
I was with him when he did the Sinead O'Connor video. He dressed up as Sinead
Oh
O'Connor.
yeah, that's right.
Oh my God, that video was painstaking
Yeah.
to listen to.
Yeah.
It was painstaking.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't, you know, that other one he made. It wasn't exciting like all the
Right.
rock stars.
Right.
He put a bald head on himself and
Yeah.
became Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah. No, amazing.
Oh yeah, and then we had Indian food at 4 a.m. We left the studio like this and then went, he goes, you hungry? Let's go for Indian food. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. 4 a.m. I want to have curry and have diarrhea. That's exactly what I want.
So since the mid '90s, after you left Kinison, what did your life look like over the last 30 years now?
It's been fun. It's been great. The best thing that happened to me
Did
is
you continue to bodyguard?
no, I got so many requests. I mean,
I'll
I used to
bet.
get a lot of requests. So
Yeah. I mean, you're two famous people. and
yeah,
then you
my
got Kinison.
my resume was pretty strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty strong.
Your LinkedIn page looked awesome.
But you know, it was time to grow up. It
Okay,
was kind
so
you
what'd
know,
you do?
everything that I did at Bodyguard, I fulfilled all my dreams.
Yeah.
You know, like when I went to California, you know, all of us, like when
Did you
you're
leave
in
California after you left?
Yeah,
Kinison?
I lived in Malibu.
Okay, and then you
lived in
came
Malibu.
back east then?
Yeah, I came out when I had to go to jail. Everything ended. I had to come back.
Got it. So,
So-
you get out of jail, and then
Get out of
what'd
jail.
you
Well, the long.
Stories in jail, right?
Oh, stories in jail were great.
that's
I'm
another
a-
whole
hold on.
podcast.
Think about a guy like me in jail. The stories I have.
Oh my God, you must have been
I
like
was,
a
I was,
hit.
I was a celebrity.
For
And then-
sure.
Yeah, you were like a celebrity.
Yeah.
But you know, you it's time. Like I said, it was time to grow up, and
Right.
but I did it just. Listen, we're all from the East Coast. The people, like women, I went through a divorce. Where do you see women, but only in magazines on the West Coast?
Right.
They were there.
They were there.
They're real. Those women are real.
Right.
And now I'm dating them. I mean, I was having a time of my life. I'm meeting celebrities. I'm meeting this person. I'm meeting that. I'm having it's a dreamland.
Right.
So, but it's a time. Okay, dream's over.
Right.
You did it. It was getting kind of old after that.
I mean, what does one think about doing coming off of that high? I know you're coming out of prison,
No,
but
Kennison.
you're
I mean,
right.
Think about it. Where do you
right.
go?
Where do you go? So where did you go?
Went to jail, came out, and then rebuilt my life.
What'd you do?
I started training. I'm entrepreneurial, so I started being a personal trainer. I had no money.
Okay.
I was broke.
And you're in New York.
I'm
now.
at 23rd and it's between 7th and 8th. Powerhouse Gym. My friends own them.
Okay.
I'm in a halfway house, and when I got out of the halfway house, I was living with my parents. They were in Westchester, but I would just sleep on a park bench, so I didn't have to do the ride.
Oh man.
So I literally would sleep on a park bench, wake up at 5, go shower, and then train doctors. I met a lot of people, so I had ideas in prison, and everyone said to me,
that statement alone is very weird. I just want you to know that. I had ideas in prison.
hold on, it's
We
white.
can just cut it right there.
It's white collar. It's white collar. Yeah, I had an idea. I was going to do this drive-by at a
yeah.
bank, and yeah.
Ow, ow, ow.
No, it's white collar.
Yeah,
We're
I
good.
know.
Actually, some of the guys are pretty smart. Some guy had a heart attack one time in the kitchen, and I yelled, "We need a doctor!" About 30 guys ran over. So the
Is
guy,
there a lawyer in the
Listen to this,
house?
listen. So the guy who jumps on the guy, and he's looking at him, and I said, "What kind of doctor are you, man?" He goes, "I'm a dentist." I said, "He doesn't need a fucking root canal." I said, "The guy's dying."
All right, hold on.
And
That's
I said,
cell number
"There's-
7.
Right, there's 3 cardiologists
That's
over
right.
here.
Move.
Well, I went to medical
Move.
school. Oh, yeah, good. What if he
Yeah.
needs a doc?
That's funny.
It was great, man.
funny.
They were smart guys. They were.
So you became a personal trainer?
I became a personal trainer. Then I started. The girl I was dating was voted the best body in Florida, so she moved to New York. I started dating her. She, I was very lucky with women, very lucky. So
You think?
you think so? And then she worked at Scores.
Okay.
And she put up a poster for me, my personal training. I was doing personal training,
Oh,
and
my
told
God.
all the strippers that's how she got in shape.
Oh, so you? Oh,
I had
so your
s- I
clientele.
had 60.
Hi.
I was training. I
Jeez.
hired 3 people. I was training 60 strippers, and the gym adored me because I brought in so much eye candy.
Oh my God.
I charged them all $500 a month,
Oh.
right? And they came 3 times a week, and sometimes they rarely came because they were all hammered.
All the guys in the gym came.
Oh my God! Holy dude, that's a loaded comment.
Loaded comment. Loaded.
Yes, they did
You
come.
can read that in so many ways.
Yes, they did.
Wow. Unbelievable.
So that started, and then I wanted to open a physical therapy center. So I was training a lot of doctors early, and they all invested in me.
Oh, wow.
And I opened up a place called the Ultimate Image on Gramercy Park.
Still there?
It was sold. It did very well.
Good for
we,
you.
We opened a couple of them. And
Was
sold
one of
them
your
to
first
Hellsell.
clients the Playgirl guy that you dragged
Oh
down?
my God, no. He definitely needed
Can
physical
you
therapy.
fix my nose?
Oh, yeah.
Like many years ago, I was.
Dr. Tadambi from he was all over he was one of our partners. He was a big plastic surgeon.
Wow.
Yeah,
Good
we had
for
some
you, man.
Yeah, so it started from there, and everything started to go in a right direction.
Oh my gosh.
But I paid my penance.
You
know,
paid.
I
You
made
paid
a
your
mistake, and I
dues.
paid my dues.
Yeah,
I
but
had
that was a long
penance.
time ago.
It was.
Yeah,
But like these memories, you forget all these things unless you guys, But you guys are on the right subject because certain people shouldn't be forgotten.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's. I mean, there's got to be a way to. Well, we have this show now, and you are now on record because now it's on video. Now people are listening to this live, of
love
course,
it.
but now we're recording this. But now we're going to take this show and we're going to.
I hope
I'm going
you-
to talk to the guys at the studio here, and we are going to start releasing clips. And I,
I
want
hope you'll
this
get in
out.
touch. I hope Malik and Sabrina see this. I hope
Yeah.
Carla Bo sees. I hope Bill Kennison sees this.
Yeah.
I was there for a short period of time, but the impression that he made on me was everlasting.
Yeah.
I'm a very intelligent guy, and
You're a
he
very
was
smart dude.
and he's a very intelligent man.
Yeah, but
Sam was special.
he was so special.
But he also he underestimated himself. He should have surrounded himself with more people like myself.
Totally.
But he had that. Most celebrities have that ass kissing mentality. People
Right.
kiss their asses. Yeah. Oh my God. You used to go to the Comedy Store and you see these geniuses. There was one genius after another. They come on stage. I mean, you just sit there in amazement. Where does this come from?
Right.
But we would hang out. Comedy Store was one of our hangouts.
Right.
Because he would love to listen to the accent. And once in a while, he'd jump on, grab a mic. But you don't know who was going to be there. Jay Leno could show up.
That's
You don't
right.
know.
They just come and do a
They
set.
they try their
They
material.
try out new stuff. That still happens to this day.
We were there one night when Dice was trying new shit. So
Yeah.
we show up, and Dice is on a stage, and Arsidio and a bunch of guys, as he's going on Arsidio, and he's doing it, and I'm with Sam, and Johnny Hot Tubs. Oh, God,
Johnny Hot Tubs?
This was still like, I can't believe it popped in my head. Johnny Hot Tubs was Dice's bodyguard.
There you go. There's a name.
That's a name you
Yeah. Did
shit on yourself
Did
when you hear that.
Did it look like a Johnny Hot Tubs?
He's like, yeah, you could drown him in a hot tub. Yeah. So Johnny Hot Tubs. So what happened is that we're in the back with and Dice is bombing. When you go on late at night, you're going to bomb because everybody's left out.
That's right.
It's a horrible
As a
time
comic,
to have rest.
I've done shows where
Thank
I've
you.
gone on toward the end of the night, and people are they're like, it's too long.
For you, I mean, it's hard.
It's hard. I get up there and it seems like, are you still
They're
with
burnt.
me?
They're drunk. They're
Yeah,
burnt.
and they're just like, there's only so much you could take. Even if I'm funny, which
Yeah.
most of the time I am,
Yeah.
they're just like, we're just exhausted.
You're better off first. So
Yeah.
he went up and was terrible.
Yeah.
And then Sam said, "Fuck that." He grabbed the mic from them, and it was
Woke
like
him up?
Hold on, he went off.
Yeah.
And I mean, he went on one of his raw material things I've never heard, and the crowd like it was fresh,
Resurrected.
fresh. And then I go, and then we get off the stage, and then this guy Johnny comes up and he goes, "You weren't
Johnny
on the
Hudson.
set." I'm like, "Who the fuck?" I know what I said to him. I said, "You don't even meet the height requirement to be a bodyguard." I said, "Get the fuck out of here." You know, so I was about to grab him on the top of his head and throw him away. You know, I saw you and I seen you before. You were in Dr. Dolittle or Willy Wonka. I seen you. you were an Oompa. I know.
So
I've
now
seen
you are living in Florida.
living in
How long have you
Florida.
been down in
I
Florida?
left. I've been there 24 years.
Wow. Okay, you left New York 24 years ago. Went
Yes.
down to Florida, and you love it down there.
It's what's not to love.
I know. What do you do now? What do you do with yourself?
I have we do medical. I do really cool stuff. So we do I do the genetic testing for pre-genetic testing using people's DNA for Alzheimer's, ALS, dementia,
Jeez.
Parkinson's. So
Wow.
this is the new testing that just came out. They use a swab.
to find out if you're gonna get it.
Hold on, if you're gonna get it or have it in early stages or what stage you're in.
So would you want to find out if you're
That's a great question.
gonna get it? Like,
Hold on, you're a thinker. That's the great question.
right?
Because if we have one for cancer. Would you want to take it? It's kind of
it's
terrifying.
one of those weird
but here it
moments
is,
where
though.
you're like, boy, it'd be good to know.
But hold on, because it is good to know because then you could get the treatments early and the food and all the things or the right medication.
Right.
Right. With Parkinson's, what you do in dementia, they give you the cell dopamine and they make you a dope.
Right.
You know, if you're in stage 1, you don't need L-dopamine. You need
Right.
to So it's also managing medication. So that's one. Then what we have is, and Willie and I were talking. It's coming out next week. Is a liquid testosterone.
Oh, I'll take some of that.
So no, I'll get it for you. I'll send you a couple samples. So
My
it
wife's
comes
like, "No,
under the
good."
tongue. No, definitely do it under the tongue. No needles.
Okay.
You know, full absorption. It's
Yeah.
called nano-emulsified. All this high tech.
So all those testosterone pills that are people on now,
it's garbage.
it doesn't look healthy.
Best way to do it is injectable, but who the hell wants to keep it shooting themselves? I take a shot every week because I'm on testosterone. Yeah, huh? Pain in the ass, I say. So,
Pain in the ass.
But yeah, so so that's another
Wow.
thing coming out, and then we put pharmacies in doctors' offices so they could write scripts and give out drugs.
Jeez. All right.
So we have a nice, strong
You've
company.
come full circle, man.
Something.
I mean, your life is
Never
just
not busy. Never not.
yeah, but
It's
I mean,
fun.
just the arc de triomphe of your
Yeah.
life from the experiences you've had, and now
been
it's like
awesome.
one could easily make the argument that someone like you're 68 and all that, where you've had all this, you had this time of your life and all that, the experience you had, the people you surround yourself with, the substances, everything. You could have turned out to be an absolute disaster,
Without a doubt.
which a lot of people have,
Without
and
a
they
doubt.
or dead.
Without a
But
doubt.
you freaking rebounded. I don't want to say you were down, but I mean you just
No, I was
continued-
down. I was broke. I'm 37.
Well, that's right. You got
a
in
Not a
prison.
dime to my name.
That's right. You were down, but man, you just came out and you freaking just.
Well,
launched.
so my privilege is I have great family.
He's
You know,
okay.
so no, he's but he's young and I'm very impressioned on him. So he loves hearing his stories. I'm going to get him involved in one of my businesses. And, I love it. Yeah, so
Right.
Yeah. So it's that's what keeps you going.
Oh,
but
man.
all these other things are, people just have to follow their dreams, and if they see something,
Right.
you go, just go.
Okay, so I have one question for you because then we're gonna end the show on this question. All right, if you had to wear a sign around your neck for the rest of your life, what would it say?
Like to meet you.
I'd like to meet you.
Like to meet you.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because that's how you learn.
Man, that's how it worked for you.
Look at us.
Right.
Look at us.
Without a sign.
Yeah, I'd like to meet you. I mean,
love
that's
it.
how you meet people, and that's how my life has been all about meeting people.
My God.
But it makes you who you are.
Oh, totally.
I mean, let's face it, we meet a lot of assholes.
We've met a lot of assholes, and to be honest with you, I was in the television business for 30 years.
I heard.
And I've met a lot of people, and I got to tell you a story about me and George Carlin.
Go ahead.
It's a long story, I'll tell you.
I would love to hear
But
it. That's a god.
But the stories that I love about people's lives are, it's fun hearing about you, and I don't know. But the people love to hear the stories of the people we met.
Yes.
That they like identify with and like, oh my God, and the stories behind those stories.
Yeah.
That to me has made my obviously fulfilled for many reasons, because I'm sure my wife and kids are probably gonna listen to the show one. But
there's always a story behind that cover
there's a
of the
story
book.
behind
There's
the
a story, man.
Right, man.
You know,
If
like
there's
Sam was a story. I mean,
if
they're
there's
all-
there's an opportunity there for you to write a book,
Cool
or
book.
I mean seriously, because he's never gone away. He's timeless, and people want to hear about him.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot about him right now because he died young, and it was pre-internet. So there's some footage, but people want to hear these stories. And man, if you
well, you know, it's your job having a platform to do that.
right.
It's your job.
Okay.
You know, and then other people. Like I would love to get back on Howard Stern and have stories with him, because me and him shared some good stories together.
Well, I might
With
take all
Howard.
this stuff and write a book for you.
Thank you. I'll need a ghostwriter.
I will ghostwrite your book.
But yeah, but it's-
Longo will spell check it, and
Longo-
it'll be horrible.
as long as Longo's.
You spelled VD wrong. That's okay.
The is not THA.
Well, Larry, man, what an incredible! This is our best show ever. This is a show of all shows.
I was. Let me tell you something. I was literally a while. I woke up this morning at 5 a.m. to get an Uber to come here. So you know something.
love it.
Hearing it in your voice, your enthusiasm
Oh, man.
when we spoke on the phone
Yes,
when we were
we
in
did.
Canada. That's what made me kept saying to Willie, "We got to do this
Oh,
because
man, I'm so
this
happy.
guy's real."
Oh,
You're real.
man,
No, I
thank
appreciate
you.
it.
It was a test.
No, I appreciate
I
I
passed
appreciate
it.
that, because
I
I
passed
I could do this. A lot of other people, but you got to have a passion for me to share
yeah.
these stories.
Well, plus
you,
you want
guys
someone-
make
You
you
want
guys
someone
make it.
who knows Kinison and has a passion for Kinison.
But I have my
for
nephew
God's
here. You guys
sakes.
make me comfortable. You love
Yeah.
the guy. You want to hear stories. So
Oh man.
I can go on forever. The more you keep talking, the more things keep popping in my head.
We'll do a part two.
So
when you're
anytime,
back in town.
anytime,
We're back in town.
anytime. We love that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show about this is Larry Diodato. Thank you so much for
Thank you so much for having me.
for coming on the show.
Longo, thank you so much, my friend.
And thank you for bringing in William. My God. My God. What a show. This is, I don't even know how do you end this show? How do we go forward?
You keep going.
It's like me doing a comedy show and then like following like, Kinison, like, okay, and the next comic is like, wah, wah, wah.
Well, you know
how do I
something?
bring on more guests?
Look at how he's living on.
Oh, he's at least
We're
in my
keeping
heart.
him alive. No. This is
Yeah.
what friends are supposed to do.
Right. Oh man.
People don't die. We just got to keep their memories
Right.
alive, and this is very important to me because it was that year and a half was one of the coolest years and a half I ever had.
For those listening and for those who are going to watch this show, go check out
Yes,
Sam
please,
Kinison.
please.
You got to see this legend, this pioneer
Please.
in comedy. Larry, thank you so much, man.
man.
Safe travels back.
Thank
you
you.
for bringing him. Longo, thank you for showing up on Monday when we normally do our shows on Tuesday.
So we all made sacrifices.
We all made sacrifices.
We all
Now
made
get in your
sacrifices.
Uber and get out of here.